Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.
YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2004. I want to make some progress. I've been bouncing around from the different games, of course. I'm trying to see which game I want to focus on more over the longevity of the summer. It's kind of why I'm bouncing around so often. I mean, I typically play the game like this anyways, where I'll do a couple of episodes for you guys and then go to the next. But I do want to focus on one of these games more over the summer. That to me is still going to be 2003, but I started really enjoying 2001, especially since we're starting to make progress with better horses in that series, which I'm sure a couple episodes have been uploaded by now. And in this series, I mean, we've had success. I mean, we're the furthest along. Well, technically speaking, as far as general success, we're actually Gallop Racer 3 on the PlayStation is our best game. Like, that's the game where I have the most Hall of Famers, Grade 1 multi-time champions. Then Gallop Racer 2003, actually, because we don't even have a single title for a horse in this game. Well, Desert Diver and Western Tiger, I think, got one title each in Hall of Fame, but that was a while ago. So I think Gallop Racer 2003 actually is the second best game as far as like our success. And then it's this game, and then it's 2001. But as far as like years, I still think this game in 2004 and 2003, excuse me, are actually quite close. I think we're at the same year. I think I'm at year 26 in 2003 at least. I think we're further, but it might be 26. It's only because I've been playing it so much more, and it's a lot easier to get through. This game, I would say, was the main game on the channel for such a long time. Probably still is to some extent, because I know this is everybody's favorite Gallop Racer. I still love this game. I hate losing my horses, man. Like, you put in so much time. And just to let you know, we're running in a G1 here with Free Aquarius. I don't know what she's going to turn out to be. Like, she is average. From Arctic Crop out of Night Breeze. She has two great abilities. I think I can try to get her a title. She's not terrible. Like, I can work with her. That stamina's awful, though. I don't want to use her for breeding. That's the bad thing. My mindset for breeding has changed completely in this game, so obviously there's going to be a lot of movement going around at the 2004 HRG stables. 2003, I pretty much have the horses that I want, and I'm just getting better and building off of that. But in this game, like, my mindset has changed so drastically. Like, half of those horses back there I may not even want to keep. And I'm probably going to look for some decent ones to buy in the market. But I still think we have decent broodmares and sires here to give us decent race horses. But I think we still need stamina somewhere. I don't know if we have it yet. Well, we have a 4-year-old filly right now I'm racing with, Irish Fleet. She has like almost 80 stam. I do have some music in the background, just some chill synth wave music. I didn't want to play with no music tonight. Most of the time I don't, but sometimes I do. You guys just don't hear it because I'll have like an earbud in or something. But I wanted to listen to it without earbuds and headphones. So it's really low. I'm sure you probably can't pick it up too much, but maybe you can. Sometimes I think my mic won't pick something up and then it does, and at other times I'll think it can pick something up and then it doesn't. Like, it just depends on the sound. It's a good mic though. I've had this thing forever. I had this mic for it's like 7 years almost. I had this mic when I was back living out in California. When I first really kind of started YouTube, like those first initial videos, most of them came from me being in California and recording them. Yeah, I've had this mic for a while. It's kind of crazy, actually. So we got 2 7s here with Free Aquarius, no Revolution. Now she runs better as a closer. She's moving too much. She's got spurt. Hold on. Move over. Move over. My directional button is just moving her all over the place. I can't straighten her up. And that messed us up from winning a grade 1. My gosh. That's... Oh, wow. That's kind of annoying. We really could have won that race if my controller was, like, behaving. And it wasn't. Spurt was B. Like, doesn't count, bro. I was on par to win that race. Even without a revolution. spurt and grip were going to help us go straight past those horses. And yeah, I still need a new controller. I've been saying that from the 2003 episode or whatever. I still need a new controller. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad, actually. It's messed me up. I'm being so lazy. I really just I'm actually going to look for one on Amazon right as we speak. Because, like, this is going to be messing up my Gallop Racer progress if my D-pads are just not wanting to work. I just need a new controller. This one was already old when I kind of got it. Or, it was new, but, like, new old. Gosh. That doesn't sound like it makes any sense, but it does. There we go. I just need a new one. Like, I don't buy controllers often. PlayStation ones, I've been pretty fortunate for the most part. The PC ones I always have to replace every... I feel like I have to replace my PC controllers. The PlayStation ones. The Xbox ones work fine. Like, I've never really had problems with Xbox controllers. And I've had them for years. The analog sticks would kind of start to go. But PlayStation 2 controllers, PlayStation controllers in general, I feel like I go through them a little bit more. Like, I'll go through 2 a year for my PC. Some people may think that's outrageous. It's like, these controllers are $10. That's not, for me, that's not crazy. Especially if you game all the time. I figure, like, you know, you either go one route of just buying, like, the super expensive, like, $100 controller that legitimately will last you, like, 4 or 5 years. Or if you're not too crazy about getting a new controller every, 6-8 months, like, you do that, which I don't really care. Like, I like playing with very fresh controllers, and there are good ones that I get for really good prices. So Flying Cowboys up in the Azalea Cup were the 3rd favorite. Desert Derby's here. I mean, Flying Cowboy's been doing fantastic. I certainly think we have a chance to win. I'm gonna run him as a closer. I love this leg type. I got to keep this going through the breeds, the generations, the lines. That leg type is perfect. I can run the horse almost as a kind of a it's more so mid in this game, but I would consider it just kind of like an early closer. You can even say that. Probably not, but you guys know what I mean. Not a deep closer, but the next best thing to that. Or I can run this horse towards the front, the middle frontish region of the pack. So Flying Cowboy's strong, man. He's from Western Tiger out of Suave Buster, however you want to say her name. Last corner leader and stretch burst. 2 good abilities. I'm pretty excited to use him as a sire. But anyways, about the controller thing, like, I've done the math in my head. I'll look at a really expensive controller, and then I'll look at a place where I'll consistently buy, like, just kind of very, very affordable but reliable controllers from them. And it ends up being the same thing, realistically. So, like, whether I pay this much for this controller that'll last me 4 years, or I just buy a couple over the next 4 years, like, I've already calculated that it's going to equal out to the same thing. So, for PC gaming, because certain controllers for me work better with certain games, that's why I do like switching them out. Like, if I'm just playing games strictly on my PlayStation or strictly on my Xbox, which I don't have either of those anymore, but back in the day, when I did, if I had both of those, I wouldn't routinely, I would, like I said, I would hardly change out my controllers. The PlayStation ones, I would usually at least get a few more extra, if that was English. But I never really switched my controllers too often. Now, like I said, for PC gaming, because I play a lot of different games that behave differently and that I like to play with different controllers, especially with the mapping that I have. Like, certain controllers have extra buttons that, like, a typical PlayStation controller won't have, and I like to use those mappings, and I don't like to change my controls between games a lot. Like, that's obnoxious. So yes, like, for at least the way I game, and I do like controllers, I'll use PC, and I'll use mouse and keyboard with the PC. I'll use mouse and keyboard for certain games, like occasionally, and certain games do literally require it, and it's fine. But most of the games I play, I would still prefer to use a controller. So, like I said, it ends up being the same thing. It's not a big deal. I like having fresh controllers, because doing the whole maintenance like myself is not my forte. You know what I mean? Like, I could, but, like, it's not great. Anyways, Flying Cowboy, he's doing pretty decent in this grade 1. Can we get Stretch Burst? Because Stretch Burst could put us away. He's got plenty of stamina. Nope. No, wait, there it is. There it is, guys. There's Stretch Burst, but we're not going to get there in time. I started him a little bit too late, but he finishes second. Certainly, I felt like that could have been a win. But I got him going a little bit too late. I just got to adjust to playing this game again. Keep in mind that the last week and a half, because I'm recording a lot of Gallop Racer content for you guys, because like I said, I'll be busy outside of YouTube for early to mid-June, so I'm not going to be able to like do recording like I usually do. But I've played 2001, 2003, and now 2004, all within really the span of actually like a couple of days, 3 days. They all play so drastically different, so like I have to adjust to when to time my spurt, you know. We're switching gears still to Irish Fleet. This is the filly I was talking about. Zodiac Queen's in this race. What a joke! She never does well. Oh my gosh. Like, she's my horse, but she's not even my horse anymore. I'm just like, I don't even want to. I don't want to see her. I don't want to be reminded of another filly that's been taken away from me unfairly. Like, let me educate you guys, or not educate you, but entertain you and maybe educate you. Metaphorically speaking, the way this game takes our horses away from us, it's like literally a band of bandits and thieves are coming with vans and trucks in the night, taking our horses away from us, and then we can just never get them back. Like, I swear to you, the game is literally kidnapping our horses and giving them to another AI opponent. It's quite drastic and it's quite devastating. It's the one thing that it's just I don't like it in this game. I know I'm not the only one, but I really don't like it, because most of the times when we lose our horses, it's unfair. It's not even people in. It doesn't happen like that in the real world. I at least am aware of that and know that. You know, you have one bad race, you're not losing your horse in the way that this game takes it away. Like I said, I've always given examples. I forgot Irish Fleet wants to be in the front. You know, you could win 20 grade 1s, titles, all sorts of stuff, and then the game will still be like, oh yeah, you came second in this grade 1 to like Wonder Whale, we're taking the horse away. That's literally how it happens. It's so obnoxious. It's the one thing to me that keeps this game away from being truly great, because you put so much time into your breeding and, you know, your effort into your horse. You can put a year, 2 years into a horse, and then if you have one lower than expected result, the game takes the horse away from you, and you will never get that horse back. There's no defending that. Like, I have to express that. There's no defending that type of feature in a video game. I swear, there'll always be somebody trying to defend it, saying, oh, it's not that bad. It's like, that's really bad. Now, Irish Fleet, I got her going really late. Come on, bounce back, please. My bad. Oh, no. Is that it? I guess it is. I got her going way too late. That's my fault. Sorry, guys. Still getting back in the swing of playing this game, for sure. Golly, yeah. You see, I'm so used to having to start my spurt the complete opposite way in 2003. You know, in this game, I'm starting way too late. You know? Oh my gosh. Positioning didn't help either, but my goodness. That was an awful race. We need to focus up here, and I will. But point being, it's the one thing that I just don't like about this game. I never liked it. It's just, as you get further in it, it becomes more frustrating, because that's when you really want to start having great champions, and then sometimes you could have one and the game is literally just taking it away from you. Like, there's zero defending that. It's the only thing I don't like about this game, which is why I've started to play it less over the recent years, because I'm like, I just don't want my horses being taken away from me from nonsense, man. Gosh, even the best jockeys in the world don't win every race. The best drivers in the world don't win every race with a horse. Like, it's just unrealistic. So, Irish Fleet, I would like to get her in a GWS. All of my horses can basically run the sprint or the turf. They're all turf horses anyways. And the second S, we're going to put her in this. That's a GWS race. since I've had it unlocked this whole time, I've just never really paid attention to it until you guys started kind of letting me know, and I started looking more into the titles and whatnot. So, just to think, we probably could have been much further along in this game, but I was playing like an absolute nimbus and not really paying attention. So, Flying Cowboy, could you... What is his distance? Can he do sprints? 7 furlongs for sure. You can definitely do a sprint. So let's look for a sprint to GWS for you, which won't be until June. So you know what? What we can do with this dude... the Golden Derby at 12 furlongs, I don't really want to do that, to be honest. Because the race we're going to run in June is this... Well, we can't run the Queen Mile. We can run the sprint, but that's in July. Okay, that's a little strange, whatever. He can run in the Kentucky Derby, but I mean, is he gonna win that? I feel like I swear I've run him on dirt, and he did pretty well. Let me check. He's only got 1 grade 1. We gotta work on that. Oh, wait. Can I just check in here? Okay, yeah. Okay, no, I've never run him on dirt. Have I run any? I swear I've run one of these horses on dirt, but maybe not. At least one time. I mean, they're all turf horses, but... No, I've run nobody on dirt. Maybe I'm thinking about 2003. Okay, whatever. Point being... I would like to run him in that derby. I mean, it's only 10 furlongs, I think. Right? Preakness? Wait, we're only in April. And I think we've already done breeding, right? I'll have to double check, but... 10 furlongs? I mean... Realistically, this is the smarter race. Like, he can actually probably win this. I really shouldn't be putting him in the Derby unless he actually has a true chance. I have to be smarter about the races I put my horses in. I get a little out of hand. I see Kentucky Derby, I see this race, and I'm like, oh, put my horse in it, even though it's not ideal. Free Aquarius. They keep wanting her in these grade 1s. I don't know if she's grade 1 ready yet. I still don't even... I mean, these are her stats. Outside of the speed and the staying, I don't think she's grade 1 ready. And I don't know where her growth type is going to be. So like I said, I don't really plan on using her unless she starts winning. I think she's kind of a... She's just okay. You know what I mean? I don't think she's anything special. I don't think... Well, I was hoping because of Arctic Crop she would be better, but Night Breeze brought her down quite a bit, which doesn't usually happen. I know Night Breeze is not like the greatest broodmare, obviously, not even at the top, but like, from our horses that we've had, we've gotten some pretty strong horses from her. Onyx, Great Bolero, I think, Onyx Prince, but mainly Great Bolero from Night Breeze. So, I don't know. It doesn't work, though. Maybe that just... Arctic Crop and Night Breeze just weren't a good mix. And granted, I mean, Night Breeze, she didn't do that well in her career. Like I said, my mindset for breeding has changed dramatically, so... I'm making sure we're going to focus on the best pairings that we can do. Because I can't really think of any, like, experimental breeding I want to do in this game anymore. Not really. I don't have any horses I want to, like, experiment with. Irish Fleet's up again. Gotta get her going way sooner. First of all, I have to get her to the front. It's been a little bit since I've had a leading horse. So sometimes I just completely forget. But at least they give us a top 3 goal, so that's nice. I mean, that's usually what it should be, but sometimes it's top 2, even though you're supposed to finish 3rd. I've gotten those. And I'm just like, well, you know what? Gallop Racer, thanks. No pressure at all. You're telling me even though I'm supposed to finish 3rd, I have to find a way to finish, 1st or 2nd. Can it be done on a good horse that I like? Sure. But, like, would I rather race without the pressure? I mean, absolutely. Like, it's a video game. I want to be challenged, but I don't want to feel pressure for, like, every major situation. There should be a good balance of, like, some challenge, a little bit of pressure, and then, a good mixture. I mean, yeah, sometimes you get in that gaming mode where you just want to be hardcore, just pressure, hardest difficulty, whatever it is, if that's how you play. I play like that sometimes, admittedly. Depending on the game, for sure. Like any FPS game, I will sometimes just put myself in just like a survival mode and just see how long I can hold down the fort type of thing, you know what I mean? Just because I just want to see how well I can stay focused, because usually you start to kind of lose out in those type of game modes once you become a little unfocused, and you know, they start to get harder. But if you really keep your focus and you play smart, you can get a lot further. At least that's what I've learned. But I say all that just to say, like, I'm glad we have an easy goal to reach here with Irish Fleet, and they're not giving me a top 2 for a top 3, you know, finish potential. So I think she's doing well. Like, she's not running hard. We haven't gotten max stamina unless I missed it. I think we're on the rough. But she's pretty strong. I mean, I think she should be able to handle it. Okay, we're actually gonna move her off the rough, and I'm gonna get her going now. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. Stay ahead. Stay ahead. Stay ahead. There we go. 14's rolling up. Who is that? I mean, we're not even supposed to win this race, realistically. Hey, she's holding strong, though, guys. Irish Fleet is holding strong. The 14 is still battling with us. Irish Fleet, she's holding on. Oh, she's tiring out. Lost a head-to-head, but I think we still won that. I think Irish Fleet won that GWS. Oh, maybe not. Laughing Hawk, of course. Oh, man. Hell of an effort, though, right? Excuse my language for the younger viewers. If you haven't heard that word, it's just hockey sticks, you know. But, I mean, genuinely, that was really solid, actually. That was better than what I thought. They're still staying B on the spurt. I mean, like, I lost the 1G1 with her when I started her too late. She can't play catch-up. She's not that type of horse, so I have to start her early. It's like, how early is the question? But, I mean, to battle like that with Laughing Hawk, and that's still good for the GWS. She gets 6 points. So I can try to build on that. I mean, Laughing Hawk is going to be a tough horse to beat. Like, how am I supposed to beat him with Irish Fleet? Because he just got through at the end, and then she got demotivated, which was kind of disheartening. She fought so hard, and then as soon as he kind of got right up eye to eye with her at the line, then she was kind of like, oh, I'm done for the day. I don't feel like that. 57 heart, that probably had something to do with it. If she at least had like a 75 or higher, I'm sure we could have won that out. 91 power, yeah, I figured she was tough enough to handle the rough, so I didn't even have to really try to move her, which kind of messed me up a little bit in my timing. You poor gal. 4 grade 1s, I mean, she's doing well for what it is, for what it's worth. She will be on the decline soon, but if I still feel good with her, I mean, I would like to try to race her a little bit past her prime, just to get her a couple more G1 wins at least. She has 75 stamina. I want her for all the top stats are cool. Like, I think our sires have the bottom stats of like the toughness, the response, the heart, etc. I think our sires can balance that out. So I think she'll be an awesome broodmare for us. So, you know, a title would still be great. In fact, I don't even know when I was chasing with her. Where's my spreadsheet? Oh, the blah blah blah. Irish Fleet. What are you? What are you? What are you? Yo, issue courses 1 through 6. Okay. Mid-champ. That's the title I have in my spreadsheet for. I'm actually shocked I have that in there. I thought I would have just forgotten. Okay, so she's won a grade 1 at 12, 12, 10, 9. So 12, 12, 10, 9. I mean, she's going for mid or long champ, technically. She's 2 G1s into both of those. Okay. Huh. Well, she certainly has a chance to still get a title before we retire her. Of course, I'm just now title hunting with horses, so I'm already kind of halfway behind. But, Next GWS race for her would be... Not for a while. Actually, she can run in the Queen Mile, I think. Oh yeah, she can run in the Queen Mile. It's a little bit of a layoff. Actually, only about a month and a week. 8 furlongs. I mean, that would help us for, not for mid-champ. But that's actually the first week she's going to be in the blue. So I could run her in that, or I could skip that and have her run in the London Prince to try to get another G1 towards that that title. But realistically, I think she's still strong enough to still compete in the GWS. I mean, maybe we can get fortunate and somehow find a way to beat Laughing Hawk and Big Show. I mean, there's still plenty of other grade 1s, 9 to 11.5 furlongs. I can still get her in after the GWS, or if we're kind of out of the fight. Louisville Derby, I do want to run in this race. Is there anybody I can run with? I haven't done this in a while. Last Pegasus, I know I was using that horse in the Gallop Racer 2004 Turf World Cup Series. Okay, this horse has finished consistently in the top 3 at all of the big grade 1s. 11 Heart, though? Okay, so this is a horse that has to stay out in front. Look at his leg type, look at his heart rating. Like, he cannot let a single horse get past him. So if you mistime the stretch, I mean, this is not my horse. I'm just testing. And they're going to give me ridiculous goals. Me and Pink already have an awful relationship. She just changed up out of nowhere. She's like, I don't like you anymore. Like, I didn't even realize we were in a relationship. So it's like, what are you talking about? Top 5 on field A or more? I mean, as a front runner, that's really not hard. I just have to get him out of the gates early. Because I do want to run in that Derby. Can I run the Oaks? Franck, Ancient Hunter. I want to run in both of the Derby races, technically. Yeah, why not? I mean, if I do well, I have a chance to get these horses. Over odds, there's no pressure there, so yeah, this could be a good week for us. King Cup, I'm not doing that. 16 furlongs, who has time for that? Technically, I do, since this episode is at least it's going to be over an hour for sure. I do have the time. I just didn't want to do it. That's all. All right. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Britain 2000 Gs with Flying Cowboy. Expect to finish 7th. Ugh. Are you not ready for Europe yet, mate? 86 power, I mean, you should be able to handle the course. Your stamina is not terrible. It's 66. Your speed, you're pretty fast. 7th? Can I look at the rest of the horses in this field? Okay, that's a decent horse. Expected to finish 5th. That's stronger than Cowboy. Okay. 4th. Okay, 90 speed. 96 speed staying. Okay, you're pretty fast. Alright. Royal Charm. King B is better than you. I don't know what the speed is, but I mean, we're close to it on an average basis, but okay. Yeah, you're not like that special. You're okay. Cutting Crystal. Okay, well, Cutting Crystals. That braking is not good and the feel isn't good, but the rest of the stats are so amazing. Like, you don't have to worry about that. And Fairy Charm. Okay, very tough horse. I would like a colt like this, actually. I mean, but look at King B's stats. Like, he's pretty darn solid. 7th favorite in today's race. Really? Okay. I'm not saying we're going to win. I'm just like, okay. I feel like that's a little bit low for us and our boy, don't you guys think? That's a little bit low. Apparently, the people here don't have much faith in us or just don't like us. You know, Flying Cowboy, Western thing. You know, everybody in the world hates Americans for some reason. I'm not saying we don't deserve some of the shenanigans that happen. I think we do. I think we definitely have ourselves to blame. But, you know. It's like even when I talk about, like, Formula 1. You know, Formula 1 fans, most of them aren't Americans, but they're trying to tap heavy into the American market, which I think they're going to do. More people are starting to notice it here, so the plan is working. For anybody that knows about Formula 1, if you're worried about all the American stuff, I mean, more people, at least in the sports sphere, they're at least becoming more familiar with it and aware of it. But point being, you know, Flying Cowboy. Maybe the people here aren't fans of cowboys, and they sure as heck don't like them when they're flying. That's certainly a possibility. We have a 7 here with Cowboy. Now, wait, relax, bro. Relax. Please relax. I forget. Sometimes he just wants to go. It's like, relax. Just wait. We're gonna go. Now, can I get 2 7s? No, no revolution. All right. We gotta get the jump on these fools. We gotta go right now. Come on, Cowboy. Come on, bro. It's a long way to go, but drive down. We're not doing too hot right now. Looks like the 2 and the 9 have taken off. It's still a decent amount of race to go, but like we're just not making any ground. Is he really just stretch burst? Okay, that helps out a lot, but too late. Why did we just get stretch burst at the end? That could have helped us get into the top 3, and we finished 7th. Joke's on me. Like, what? What? Cutting Crystal sets a record. Good for you. See on the spurt? Let me guess. Was I supposed to start earlier? Probably, huh? I thought I started early. I thought I was early enough. He had plenty of stamina at the end. Well, that's a bummer, man. Over odds with Ancient Hunter. So that just means top 5. Why? This game is so weird. Oh my gosh. If my odds are 5th, for me to hit the goal, I have to finish 5th or, you know, better, which means top 5. I can't finish 6th and still hit the goal. What do they mean over? Any other time you're the 5th favorite, this game usually tells you top 5 is your goal. Now it's just over odds, but it's literally the same thing. Gallop Racer doesn't make sense half the time. It's unbelievable. Louisville Oaks here with Ancient Hunter. I have looked at this filly. I think I looked at her in 2003. I didn't pick her up, but I just wanted to run in this race, so this is just an excuse. And if I do well, then hey. Now, I just need to get you out of the gates. Not that fast, my goodness. Relax. I swear, like, horses in these races just want to set the pace so incredibly fast. You are running way too hot, my girl. Slow down, please. I'm just trying to get you to the front and get you over. That's literally it. Did not have to be that difficult. We did have a bad post, so I'll cut her some slack. We had a bad post, as I always do. Like, I talk about it in either 2001 or 2003 in one of the recent episodes if I posted it. If I haven't, I'll just say it again. I always get bad draws in like grade 1s. I don't know why the game doesn't want me to have a nice, decent inside draw. I don't need nothing crazy. I don't need a 1 or a 2 all the time. Give me at least a 5 or a 6 at the best. That's the worst, I should say. But I swear, most of my G1s is just freaking, you know, draw, you know, 14, draw 13. Like, my goodness, give me a chance. Now, did I start too soon with Ancient Hunter? Or did I actually time it right? That's a lot of race left to go. She's still staying strong. Furlong left to go. Here comes some of the last chasers. Nope, she's going to tire her out, but not terrible. I mean, I probably gunned it a little bit too soon with her, but she's going to finish 5th, maybe, I hope. No, 6th, right? Yep. No big deal, man. Those aren't my horses, but that wasn't bad. I definitely got her going a little bit too soon, but I mean, I haven't ran with her. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Realistically, I felt it. I'm like, okay, I jumped the gun too soon. Okay, last peg is just for the Louisville Derby. Supposed to finish 4th, so top 5 goal. And field A or more. Okay. I don't like that heart rating. Like, if I was able to, like, get this horse, that heart rating is... that's not going to be fun to do or enjoy. It means I'm going to have to struggle. Or like I said, this is a horse that we just cannot afford to let anybody get past us. So we have to be more early on our spurts to have any chance at winning. If a horse is eye to eye, he's probably done, I'm sure. That's just, he's done. He probably doesn't even want a horse like half a length from him. He needs to be clear by at least 1 to 2 lengths minimum for him to stay in front. So we shall see. Yeah, if any of you could share some more insight on stretch burst, like what is the best way to get it? Because like every time I get it on one of my horses, it happens in different ways. Like I don't always get it the same way in the same spot on the track. I know for me it usually happens at the end of the races, especially if we're in a tough race and we're grinding, but outside of that, like I don't know, is there a way to trigger? I feel like I've had horses where we've triggered stretch burst earlier in the stretch and not just like later. So I'm like, is it something you can kind of control? Like you can figure out when to start whipping or driving or whatever to try to unlock it? Because we got stretch burst in that G1 with Flying Cowboy, and certainly that could have put us in the top 3 minimum, and we could have challenged for the lead if it happened earlier in the race, but it didn't. So, you know, like it happened too late, and I feel like that sometimes it happens. I'm like, why are we just now getting stretch burst when there's like, we're literally 0.2 meters from the finish line. It's kind of pointless. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. But realistically, I need to be closer so I don't have to be so far away for it to be like that, you know, to begin with. So this is a horse I said I got to get going. Oh, wow. He lost the head-to-head that quick. Wow. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of sleeping on that one. He's not fighting bad, though. He's still kind of determined. It didn't ruin his race. It didn't ruin his race at all. He's still fighting back. Holy cow. This horse. That's confusing. That's big time confusing. I mean, he has good stats. Was my feel A or more? We hit top 5. We hit that goal, but like, I guess feel is gonna be B or C. Watch. No way. I hit both. But okay. Yeah, I mean, we really could have won that race. I think I did overwhip him at the end. Last Pegasus. Not bad, dude. Pink's happy. I don't. That's not going to improve the relationship, of course. But if I got a couple more performances like that, it could. That was fun. That was actually some good fun. Just to kind of have no pressure about losing a horse. You know what I mean? Like I had everything to gain, nothing to lose. Because if I did well enough, could affect future rides. Well, Flying Cowboy, we're not gonna race you all the way that late, bro. Relax. What's the next best sprint? Can you handle the sprint? 7-2. Summer sprint. Yep. This is a GWS race. It is a G1 as well. He needs it. He only has one G1 so far. But if we don't do well in that race, then I'll probably keep him out of the GWS. Pains me to do that, but I mean, if he's not going to be able to really win any of those races, it's not really worth it. Not to me. Like, I'd rather just focus on easier G1s. Like, that's a special race. Maybe he's a horse that may have to settle for winning more normal G1s. Maybe then he could, we could get up to that international level, but I'm not sure. Turner, I don't even know what you're saying, bro. I do not care. Not doing challenges, people. I don't need the challenge use. Could you give me better horses if I win? Probably, but like, I just don't feel, it just added pressure. I just don't need it. I need to focus on like trying not to lose the horses I already have. I can't be focusing on too many other things. Crackle Thunder is the favorite in this Young Mile Cup. This is a nice, soft, easy grade 1. I mean, we're kind of like the heavy favorite. Closest horse is Delicious Sage, which isn't too far off, but okay. So this is good. He hasn't won a grade 1 yet. Winner place. We're the favorite. I would prefer to win. I need to know the rest of his stats. Southpaw. I hope this is a Southpaw. Well, he's the favorite, so. This is King B's brother, if anybody has forgotten. So, he's got a lot of speed there. He's got a lot of speed, that is for sure. Well, it is a pretty cloudy and stormy day, so his name is quite fitting for the circumstances. Can we allow that to happen to grab him his first grade 1? Well, we're about to find out. Alright, Thunder, let's go, my dude. Good start, good start, good start. Hustle him to the front, hustle to the front. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't go too fast, don't go too fast, don't go too fast, don't go too fast. Just get to the front. I just like to make sure we're clear, because sometimes if you don't go enough, you will not be clear. Especially, again, look, it's a grade 1. What's my freaking draw? 13. So stupid, man. Why is the game just not... Like, the game instantly makes grade 1s harder for me just because I'm getting these terrible draws. Like, I watch other videos of just everybody else that plays, and, like, much better draws usually for grade 1s. I don't know why I'm getting stuck on, like, the edge of the planet, like, for every grade 1. It's ridiculous. And it's completely random. Like, there's nothing to it, from my understanding. Okay, get off the rough, please. I forgot if you have a decent rough rating. He's still clear. He's still clear. We're gonna go now. I'm not gonna whip because, well, now I should. Okay, now I should. Thank goodness I did. Actually, I think if I didn't, that really could have potentially put us in danger. I mean, we're still not completely clear. Come on, Crackle. Oh, he's going to tire out. Oh, seriously, dude. Stamina? Come on. Oh, that's the only downside of front runners, man. I need a horse with really good stamina. Otherwise, I don't do well with it. It does not suit my playing style. I ran him too hard as well. His stamina's not terrible, but like, botched that beyond belief. My bad, Crackle. Yeah, he's got the speed, braking, temper. Yeah, I mean, he's a little hard to control. King B was much. They're both literally like brothers, same parents, and King B was a lot easier to control. So. Spring Mile, let's try to get him back again, man. That's a bummer. That could have been so much better. I mean, that could have been the win. Yeah. He's a little difficult to control when we're kind of going down the inclines of the track. You know, certain horses don't just absolutely want to blitz it. He tends to just want to go. It's a little bit hard to get him controlled because then he has a bad temper. So when I'm trying to slow him down, he's still trying to go faster, and that makes it a little bit harder. That's where that stamina kind of comes into question. It's a great one with Blues Breeze. Arts of Crops here. To be honest, I like Blues Breeze, but like I don't want to use him as a sire because he has okay stats. I don't like that stamina. I don't want to breed any more bad stamina horses. Only ability is close race. Okay, I like that ability, but he needs better stamina. Like, unless I had like a broodmare with 99 or something, then okay, breeding him with her would probably be beneficial. But we don't have a broodmare like that, so it's pointless to think about. But I know the game just gave him to me, I'm pretty sure. I hope I didn't just buy him because I was excited to buy him, but that's totally something I would do, isn't it? That's totally something I would do. I hope I didn't do that. I really do. Because, like, well, you know what? Even if I did, like, I've changed my mindset with breeding. Like, I want to focus on stamina because it's worked so well in Gallop Racer 3. Like, I want to use that as a model for, like, the rest of the games. At least for me. Some people like to build speed first. I feel like speed just kind of instantly happens. I would prefer to have stamina first. Now. Because then I feel like that can help you even with, like, mediocre speed. Okay, Blues, let's go, brother. No Revo, but we should be able to dig in here. Yeah, so, like, I don't want to use him as a sire. Necessarily. Unless he got, like, a lot of titles. I don't know if we're going to do that with him. Close, okay. I mean, that is a nice ability. I don't like his stamina. I want a broodmare with higher stamina, then I would feel more comfortable breeding him with her. So at least we can get horses with at least 70 stamina minimum. I don't want to, I can't do 40 and 50. I don't even want to do 60 stamina anymore. I really don't. I want 70 like at the minimum. That will make sure we're clear for a lot of our races. It's a good win there for Blues Breeze. And yeah, we're going to Rizzolions. Aye. It's a good G2 though. 11,000 points. We'll take it. We'll have 3 new horses, I think, ready to go pretty soon. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to take a quick break and I will return. So I know we can start winning, like, for real. I don't really want to do a highlight for fun in Cowboy. Unity achieves racing sucks. I'm just going to have to be like, nope. I'm doing one for him. I don't really think Free Aquarius is going to turn out. Like, I'm going to start getting new foals, like, new, stronger breed of horses. I'm changing my mindset. Crackle Thunder, possibly, because he's King B's brother. He might be worth it. But, you know. We'll see. Alright, so we are back. They want Blues Breeze in the Spring Mile. Why would... Obviously, I can't enter him in that race. What is your distance again? You run 7 to 10. He only has 1 grade... We haven't... I haven't won a grade 1 with him in 15 races. What am I doing? What is his growth type? He's at his best. Well, what am I even doing? Why do I not have a grade 1 with this dude? Doesn't even make sense. He should be okay there, I hope. I mean, like I said, if I bought him, it's just like, why would I do that? But I'm pretty sure the game gave him to me. I like that ability close race okay, but 61 stam, that's just so yuck. You know, Tanaka, I like you a lot, dude, but you know, don't be upset, man. You know, just everybody needs their space every now and then, you know? That's all it is. That's all I've been saying in the last couple of episodes of this particular series. Everybody just needs their space, and you just kind of just been in my space a little bit too much, man. Every time we're in a race, you and your horse are just right there next to me like we're, you know, just racing buddies. We're like friends, but we're not like racing buddies. But sometimes we have had good races, but... I mean, that we're not just supposed to be running next to each other all the time now. That's not how it works. Free Aquarius, she's 8th. Expect to finish 8th in a grade 2. I would have expected better from Arctic Crop. And like I said, Night Breeze has given us pretty decent original. She's helped with better sires. So, Free Aquarius is just there. I feel like she's like a C-ranked horse at best. First Party is the favorite here. I mean, gosh. And these are her stats. She looks like she's going to peak after this year. Or maybe her 4-year-old season. Heart could hit 70, but like that's it. Braking may not even hit 70, and then it's just 40s and 50s. Gross. Gross. You know, I don't like losing my horses, but I gotta be honest. She's one filly. You know, if the Bandits decided, you know, they would rather race with her instead more, I wouldn't be too upset because, like I said, I don't want to use her as a broodmare for sure. She has 2 good abilities, but her stats are not worth breeding at all. I will get those abilities in other horses somehow, which is unfortunate. Like I said, I thought she would have. She really only inherited Arctic Crop's like abilities, and then maybe his speed. That's it. Everything else she inherited was completely from Night Breeze, and that's why she's kind of like this weird, just C-ranked horse that maybe can have a really good showing in a grade 1 once a blue moon, if that. Maybe when a decent number of G2s, G3s. That's really what she is. And like I said, she didn't really inherit Arctic Crop's stats. His stats are much better than what hers are now. She didn't inherit those at all. This horse is going absolutely bananas back there. Not a happy camper. Who are you? You are not happy. Special love? I'm so sorry. Clark, get it together. No. 10 horse. No, it is Clark, special love. Expected to finish 3rd, not 3. Yeah. Whatever you doing, bro? Don't do that. Horse didn't like it, clearly. Alright, free Aquarius. We're in a decent spot here. We can strike. Really, whenever I want. I'm just going to keep her just kind of right here, filling the gap, filling the gap, filling the gap. You got a good run. You got a good lane here. We'll send her downhill, and we'll get her going. Let's see what free Aquarius can do. Can she prove us wrong? She's fighting pretty well. I don't know if stamina's going to come into play, but she's still fighting pretty well. I overwhipped her. Overwhipped her. Oh, she bounces back, though. Oh, wow. She actually could have won that race. I overwhipped her, and that completely dropped her stamina too much. That's a shame. That was a win right there. That was an easy win, actually. Ugh. I'm overwhipping so much. Why am I doing that? S is on all the ratings, so that's good. But why am I overwhipping? Difference of whips in the games, for sure. In fact, in 2001, which I was just recently playing, it's like a delayed whip. You know? But this one is much more sensitive. Like, when you tap it, it goes. Gosh, easy win. Easy win there. We hit our goal, which is the most important thing, but... Yeah, free Aquarius, I'm going to stick her to grade 2s. Like, we need to see if she's capable of doing that easily. She does have 7 wins, though, but, like, what are they? No, she only has 3 wins. Who am I thinking about? Cowboy has 7. Yeah. Aquarius only has 3. I mean, 3 in New York Derby. 3 wins and 12 starts for a racehorse. That's pretty decent. That's a 25% chance of winning a race every 4 races. In horse racing world, that's pretty darn decent. Some people don't ever have a winning racehorse, so... Oh, I am going to request Last Pegasus again. This dude is interesting. That heart rating is abysmal. I mean, literally, the horse was right alongside us. He instantly just shut down. But then, like, he was still fighting, but he was still upset. And then we still finished pretty darn well with him. That's so strange. Like, in most cases, when the horse loses the head-to-head, we end up falling back. Like, that race is literally over. We're not still fighting. He lost the head-to-head. He shut down, but then he was still fighting. It's like he was being stubborn. You know? He didn't like the fact that he lost the head-to-head, but he still doesn't want to lose the race. So he's upset about losing the head-to-head, but he still wants to win the race. That's really how he is. And she's trying to talk all sweet. Just shush. Let me work with Last Pegasus, because there might be something there. That heart rating is abysmal, and of course I talk about it all the time now. We breed strong-hearted horses here. So that would be me kind of being, I suppose, a hypocrite, or at least being contradictory to myself. But the difference with this guy is he has really good stats across the board except for that heart rating. Getting horses with his stats immediately, like in the next 2 years, could be worth it if we breed him with one of our brood mares that should have a really, really high heart rating. One of them do. One of them should. It could make it worthwhile, because realistically, I mean, a horse with a 50 heart rating is not the greatest, but if you put that horse in the right position and you know where to put them to make them competitive so they don't, you know, get discouraged, you can win a lot. I feel like I've been able to do that. Oh, like, who's in this race? Freaking Zodiac Queen. Antarctic Crop. This is a joke. The Zodiac Queen expected to finish 5th. Better than Crackle Thunder. You're joking me. She's won races, but she's accomplished nothing significant. Where is she? Oh, where is this little girl? Zodiac Queen. Well, she's not little anymore. She's 6 years old. This old gal. Who are your parents again? Arctic Crop and Night Breeze. So, She's the sister of Free Aquarius, who I was just racing on. Yeah, Arctic Crop and Night Breeze didn't work. Why did I breed them twice? Oh my gosh. Why did I breed them twice? It clearly didn't work the first time. And like, they're still a couple years apart, which means I did it again after I had time to like not do it. What? Zodiac Queen has achieved nothing significant. Now, she has 3 great freaking abilities. This on any decent horse, real decent horse that can win grade 1s is amazing. She's amounted to nothing. Her sister is not amounting to much. She had, like I said, 25% chance is still good in real horse racing terms. But in Gallop Racer terms, for an A-ranked horse, only 3 wins and 12 starts, that's, to me, that's like underachieving. But yeah, clearly Arctic Crop and Night Breeze don't work. I cannot believe I bred them twice just to give me 2 super duper average fillies. Like, my gosh. Like I said, my mindset has completely changed. Breeding is going a much different direction going forward next year, because I already did breeding this year before I decided to kind of change my mindset. And I figured I found success in Gallop Racer 3. As I mentioned earlier. Crackle, bro, please, you gotta slow down. This is what I mean. He wants to go so fast, and he does not respond as well to me slowing him down. Like, it takes him a while to get the message that this is too fast, my guy. Oy, oy. Oh my gosh, like, seriously, I bred them twice just to give me 2 of the same fillies, basically, who may win a grade 1 and just grade 2s and maybe some grade 3s, and just kind of just empty promises and just disappointments to an extent. Now, I'm not going to get him going yet, because last time I did that, he got too tired. It's hard to manage the stamina with him. This race is done. Yeah, it's hard to manage his stamina, man, especially on these tracks. Like, it is hard to manage it with him. I'm just gonna let him drop back. Crackle, you're a little bit of an issue, my dude. I'm still not quite figuring you out. King B was not like this at all. That was literally like the same grade I swear I got with him in the last race. Like, you're confusing. I don't really know how to work with you. Last Pegasus, you're the favorite in the Belmont Stakes. I think we can win. I know what I need to do. I got started way too late last time out with him, but yeah, Crackle Thunder, I don't know, man. King B's brother, but he doesn't have the same temperament. He is the feisty brother, the feisty little brother. Really, he's a little bit hard to control. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's 2 bad performances. I mean, if I lost him, would I be bummed? Yeah, but like, he's a little bit difficult to run with, especially with that leg type. Like, I have to working him to the front, and his temper, it doesn't work too well. Not for me. So he might. I don't know. I mean, we can win with him when everything is perfect, but that's the thing. Everything doesn't go perfect. It depends on how these other horses break out the gate, too. Like, if they break out slowly, then I don't have to work him so hard towards the front. But most of his races, they just happen to break pretty fast, and I'm having to make sure that I'm working him so that he's in front. You know what I mean? Not too fast. Not too fast, please. Just get ahead. Get comfortable. But, yeah. I feel like are all my horses freaking front runners? I know Free Aquarius is, and Crackle is, Cowboy, not really. I feel like I've had a lot of front runners. Blues, he's kind of a closer, ain't he? No, he's a front runner too. Yep. Ugh. I really like a horse to be a certain way to like run in this this position. I would prefer to be proceeding like a couple lanes off the leader. I am in horse racing heaven. Closer, I'm even a little bit more comfortable with on the right horse. Like a honeybee, Closer, the greatest thing. Stormlark, great thing. Front runners like this, I mean, you have to be Sedate Ruler, Western Tiger, something like that, man. If you're not that type of horse, being a front runner is not really gonna work for me, man. Okay, I forgot. I gotta make sure I keep him ready to go. He's got max stam. Okay, still got the lead. Okay, last Pegasus in the Belmont Stakes. Furlong and a half left. He's holding out. Furlong left to go. The 3 is still there. Don't tire out, please. Half a furlong left. Last Pegasus, guys. We're gonna win the Belmont Stakes with him. I'm saying he's pretty comfortable front runner I can work with. Belmont Stakes. That's a big win. So can I get last Pegasus? Just maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. That heart rating is terrible, but he's pretty strong. Like, I feel like I can keep him in the front pretty easily, and I know when to pull away. Double S on the spur. I was asleep in this first race. That's the only reason we even lost the Kentucky Derby. Realistically, we could really be going for the Triple Crown at this point if I would have paid more attention in this first race. Because we could have won that easily. Like, ironically, he's a front runner I think I can work with. Crackle is a bad temper. 23 temper. This is not an easy horse to work with in this game. Like, 23 temper is bad. I don't get spicy colts. Can we say that, Abigail? Spicy colts? I don't really get the spicy colts. So 23 temper, I'm not used to this. And with this much speed and power, I presume, he's very hard to control. I do like my horses to be calm, even-tempered, you know what I mean? I do like for that. I'm going to put him in a G2. I mean, we're not in rhythm for grade 1s. But yeah, I like my horses to be like me. When I'm playing any sort of athletic or doing any sort of event, I'm pretty calm for the most part. I have adrenaline going, but I'm not just like, you know, just monster energy. Like, I'm pretty calm still. Like, I keep myself relaxed to the best of my ability. I like to work with horses that act the same way. Collins, I don't know what you're talking about, bro, but, you know, see him. Good luck to you. Wouldn't want to be ya. Oh, gosh. This is what happens when you record and play Gallop Racer after the twilight hours. Anywho's, Irish Fleet's up in this GWS Queen Mile Stakes. Shuggy Yuggy is the favorite. Far Ending is here. Inky Weapon is here. We're expected to finish 4th. Top 5 goal. Fleet is she's a great horse. I like her. I mean, we're doing well with her, but some races that we lose, it's just like sometimes the sync is just not there. With the spurt and the stretch, I should say. So we mistime it. She misses the gun, and then, you know, she just can't catch back up, or she kind of tires out. I just want to make sure we can run a pretty easy pace. That'll help her out a lot. If it's a faster pace, I mean, she's got 74 stam. She should be able to handle it, but still. I think mid-pace suits her best. So, we gotta... Wait. Not too hard. Okay, there we go. Good. She's pretty responsive. I do like that. So, usually when I'm like slow, she slows pretty quickly. I pay attention to all these things when I play this game. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I do pay attention to these things when playing the game. I think it at least helps me out. Because, I always try to preach, horses run differently. I have to express that enough, because I always still eventually get comments saying you're not doing this right with this horse. It's like, let me race with my horse. I know how to race with my horse, at least. If it doesn't look like it, that's fine, but when I know how to win on a good horse that I can be in rhythm with, I am well aware of when I need to go. It's just a matter of if I'm actually paying attention. You know what I mean? Come on, Fleet. You got plenty of stamina. She's got to be stronger than this, man. She has to be stronger than this. She's not even on the rough. Fleet, come on, girl. You know what? This is still a decent effort because we weren't even supposed to win that race. But my gosh. I felt like she had plenty of stamina. She just didn't have that extra gear. Shuggy Oogie sets the record, though, and we lose by half a length. It's a hell of an effort. And actually, I just thought about that. For the GWS, who are we... Laughing Hawk? Is that who we're competing against? Because second in that race, actually, that's big time. I totally wasn't even thinking. I kind of forgot about the freaking GWS. London Prince here. I don't think this is a GWS race. Let me see. Nope. It's just a regular grade 1 for blues. Interesting. Okay, whatever. 10 furlongs. Oh, we're going for a title. But do I even have any grade 1s with him? I don't even know if I do. What the heck? Okay. Well, we're expected to finish second. Favorite's Petite Creek. I know that's a good horse, but like, alright. Well, let's give it our best shot, eh? I like Last Pegasus. I do. You know what's crazy? The GWS series I started doing. I haven't really paid attention to that horse, but that series and his races in that series, it made me pay attention to him more. And then, ironically, he's a horse I can run in the Kentucky Derby and the Belmont. We win the Belmont. I think like that could be a match there with us and Last Pegasus. Like I said, he has great stats. That heart rating is just the downside, but you can breed that out pretty quickly with the right broodmare. I'm going to keep looking for him because despite the heart rating, I feel like I can actually run with him as a front runner. Like, he's pretty easy to work with, actually. He just doesn't want anybody close to him at any crucial point in the race. That's really it. That's really his only thing. He just doesn't want a horse within a length of him as soon as it's time to go. Like, he wants to establish that, like, he is at the head of the herd, so to speak. I can work with a horse that wants to run with that, like that. That's not a problem. And a horse that's capable of doing that. You see, Last Pegasus is capable, to me, of being a true front runner. Crackle Thunder, King B's knuckleheaded brother that I have down there, I don't think he's exactly capable. He has stats, some stats worthy of putting him there, but he has a terrible temper. He doesn't have the calm manner of Last Pegasus. That makes a huge difference. So, like, you know. Okay, Blues, let's see what you got, man. Let's go. Okay, Blues, let's see your fight. Let's see your fight. Don't want to overwhip. He's driving. He's driving pretty well here. Furlong and a half left to go. This is plenty of racing time. Oh, come on, Blues. Close race, okay. We need this now. Blues Breeze is pushing, guys. Oh, look at this effort. The 2's coming up on the inside. That might be the favorite. It's going to be a photo finish. I don't know. What a race. Holy cow. That was a heck of an effort. Faber got us in the end. Petite Creek got us, but what an effort from Blues Breeze. I'm not mad at that. I'm really not. We finished 1-2. That's Petite Creek just got us. That was a really good race. You can't even be mad about that. Record evals and everything were pretty good. So, I mean, pretty good. We did well that race. Petit Creek just literally nipped us at the line, like literally at the finish line. We were pretty much there. That was almost a perfect race. I think Petit Creek is a slightly better horse than Blues Breeze. I love Blues, but I genuinely think that horse is better, so that's not even a terrible result. I'm cool with that. How are we still at 6 points? I thought we gained more from that second place. What? We were already at 6 points. What? Did we not gain anything from that race? I'm so confused. I'm positive that was a GWS race. Okay. Let me do a quick syncage right quick. Actually, I can just do it here to make sure everything's in sync with the video. 3. Well, actually, need to make sure I can hear. 2, 1, go. Being able to hear the volume is very important, at least for me. Because my programs all like to act differently from one another. It's probably what I get for having too many. For just different video and photo editing things. So sometimes files are like interswapped and they shouldn't be. And then it kind of makes the program is still functional, but it's not ideal. Yeah, but GWS confusing. I don't know what's going on there. Next race though, 8-3. Yep. Super Mile Cup or the Paris, which is not even on here for us. Super Mile Cup for Irish Fleet, 8 furlongs. I mean, she's in the GWS fight right now, so we have to keep her on that road. Blue, what do we want to do with you? No grade 1 wins, man. That's a bummer. He's finishing well. Like, okay, bad grade 1 in that sprinters, bad open, but that's really it. Like, he hasn't done terrible. We're just not winning them all the time. I'm not sure what I even want to do with you, Blue, to be honest. I guess let's just keep him on the grade 1 hunt, because like there's no point in putting him in grade 2s. He's clearly capable still. Super Normandy. Or that's Super Sprint. Platinum? I mean, I think he's capable of winning these races. It just depends on the field. Like, I think Petit Creek is just a better horse. That was going to be a harder horse to beat anyways. But we'll give it a shot. Chances are Petit Creek could be at that race in Chicago. That's a big grade 1. Okay, I think we're all good to go. Yeah, we seem pretty set. Okay. Any special races this week? No? Okay. Well, let's move on, shall we? Actually, I want to see who's back in the pasture again, because I need to know what we're going to be doing next year. Alright, let's check out the brood mares. We don't have a lot. I lose my fillies. That's also the reason why we're behind on this end, but so Suave Buster. B Heart. B.A. Heart. I mean, breeding Last Pegasus, if I can actually acquire him. Breeding him with one of these brood mares, Heart would go from being 11 to like a 40 or 50 minimum at least. That would be a pretty decent jump. With his stats, I think that would actually work quite well. So Suave, she's getting up there in age. Lee's is still in a good age range. Pink Gemstone, we bred her in King B, so I'm excited for that foal. That should be a pretty nice foal, actually. Okay, so I mean, we're not doing bad. I mean, we need better. I want more brood mares with S's and like this, but a couple more S's and maybe a double S in there. That's ideally what I want. I don't need like I don't need a double S everywhere right now. But so Suave is our strongest broodmare. I feel like racing with her was such a blur. I know she was a great horse. I just can't remember. Like, I usually remember my really, really great fillies and broodmares. I just can't remember. Which hopefully means that was a good sign. I don't know. But yeah, Lee, I know she was very fast. Yeah, she was good at a lot of courses. She had good heart. She fought well. Lee was strong. She was a good filly. I liked her. She was pretty fun. She was kind of like a honeybee. I felt like she had pretty good closing speed, especially since we had to run her as a closer. So I would put her in that honeybee category. And the pink gemstone. Pink was very tough. Yeah, she was very tough, actually. As speed, she was fast as well. I mean, we kept up with some of the fastest horses with her. Yeah, the broodmares all back here are actually pretty solid. Like, they all achieved pretty decent things, and we can still do much better, but they were all pretty solid. Now the sires, no Western Tiger's still back here. Regal Soul, what was that even? A front runner? Okay. I mean, he has 5 S's. That's pretty nice. And speed, staying, power, braking, and response. And then A stamina. Regal, he is pretty good on the stat side. But Western Tiger is still the strongest by far. He's been a success. King B, I don't know if I'm going to do anything else with King B. I don't like his C stamina. I like King. And he has a couple S's in his own right. He is from Desert Diver and Aunt B. Aunt B is no longer with us. I miss her. S heart as well. King B has the best heart rating. No kidding. Our boy, Abigail. King B. The strongest heart of the sires back here. Strongest horse to fight. As a king should be. That literally makes sense, actually. Oh, I miss King B, man. I don't like his stamina. Like, if we could find a filly or a broodmare with like S or double S stamina, then breeding with King B could be worth it. Feel and response being D, I mean, I can work with that. The feel is just subjective. I can move around it. The response being D, I wouldn't be too big of a fan of, and the toughness, but I mean, S heart, that goes a long way in this game. Especially when you're in so many close races with good horses. Like, you need a horse with really strong heart. So I would like to use him for that. Because, yeah, the closest is Regal Soul with a B. That's crazy. And Western Tiger, only a C heart, but he was so strong, I guess. He never really had to prove his heart too much. He was just that much stronger. Honest Pegasus was kind of the same way as King B, I felt. Honest Pegasus isn't bad either, to be honest. Okay, this is Western Tiger's son, so we have him back here. C heart, but he's pretty solid. I mean, speed, staying, and power. And then A on the temper, braking, and response. That's not bad statistically. I mean, I still like Western Tiger overall. I think he covers all your most important bases. And he has the perfect leg type for me. I do want to breed with King B again. Kind of. But just that stamina, like, that goes against what I'm trying to build. Honest Pegasus has B stamina, that's okay. And then Regal Soul A. Regal could be nice. He could, but I just don't want a front runner again. Not really. Regal Soul and Suave Buster? Actually. For next year? Hold on. Regal Soul. Regal Soul? Yeah, brilliant, Eric. Regal Soul and Suave Buster. Suave A. I mean, that toughness, that green. Why do you have that green on there, my beauty? Keep the red, the blue, the silver, and the gold. You don't need that nasty green down there. But, that could be decent. I mean, I think that would be better than doing Regal Soul with Lee's gold. No disrespect to Lee. And the same thing with Pink Gemstone. I mean, yeah, Suave and Regal, I might do that. Stamina A for her. I mean, B for her. And then Regal, I think, has A. That puts stamina right where I want it right now. We can build off of that quickly. I might do that next year, actually. Because who do we do this year? I know we did King and Pink. Okay, we did Onyx Prince and Suave. Okay. Because Onyx Prince is from the Great Bolero bloodline. So that's Onyx Prince is the last horse from that generation. So I know a lot of us like the Great Bolero. And it was really Abigail's idea. So, of course, shout out to Abigail for the brilliance of really a lot of our success on the channel. Always kind of pointing us in the right direction with breeding. I feel pretty confident with. I always value Abigail's advice for that. I think she definitely knows her breeding very, very well. Not as disrespect to anybody else, but I mean, Abigail knows her stuff. I think we should all give her that proper respect for the Gallop Racer community. So, Onyx Prince can keep that great Bolero generation alive, and hopefully we get a decent horse. I think Suave is proving to be a pretty good broodmare so far with Flying Cowboy. I mean, we haven't had great success lately in the last 2 races, but I mean, he's still a good horse, statistically, actually. So, I don't know. Her and Suave, I mean, her and Onyx Prince, I maybe we'll get a special horse, or it could be a dud, but maybe we'll be lucky. These Gold and Western Tiger should be pretty strong. We should get a really fast horse between these two. Because, yeah, she has A on the Stang. Or, yeah, Speed, Stang, and Power. 8 Heart. So, A in all those really important categories I like. And then Western Tiger, of course, naturally. S in the Speed, Stang, Power. C in the Heart, but that means the Heart should at least be a B rated. And then everything else could be S's, realistically. Close to it. AS category? Western Tiger and Lee's Gold should be really nice, actually. We should get I mean, the horse should be really powerful, really fast. And the stamina is going to be solid, too, actually. So I'm really, really excited for that. Yeah, really excited for that. Western Tiger's been a great sire so far, so I have no doubts. Like, I have 0 doubts. It's like Crimson Art and Vivid Legend in the 2003 series. Like, we know, like, they work. You just have to do them with the right brood mares. But I think Western Tiger and Lee's Gold, their stats match each other. Usually when I do that with breeding, the horse gets even stronger. But sometimes I don't do that, and then the horse comes out kind of like, you know, just, you know, a zebra, basically. That's literally what it's like. When I just breed random horses together that maybe just aren't the best, it just comes out like a zebra. Like, it's still fast, it's powerful, but it's like, is it a racehorse? You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. I'm being serious. Like, that you can really apply that. That's kind of what I think happens with me in breeding as of, you know, times before I've started to change my mindset lately. Sometimes I breed really good racehorses, and sometimes I breed zebras. They're fast, they're horses, but are they racehorses? Oh gosh, I'm gonna run with that gag for a while. I literally just made it up. I swear to you, I just made it up. Okay, let's look at the foals. Let's look at the little young ones. Last Crow, which we gotta change that name, but like I'm still waiting. We have plenty of time. We have till the end of the year to change the name. I'm waiting until the series is caught up, which will be a little bit. So Desert Diver and Aunt B. This means this will be King B and Crackle Thunder's sister. We'll finally get a filly with like King B energy, hopefully. 1-star Calm. Oh gosh, is she gonna have a temper too? It's so weird. King B was so easy to work with. I'm sure his rating doesn't prove that, but like I didn't struggle with him a lot. He didn't fight me. Crackle Thunder fights me a lot because of his front running position, and then he tends to get over eager. Like that's why we're struggling with him. I hope you're not like your brother, your younger brother. I hope you're not. Or well, technically, your older brother, but not your oldest brother. I hope you're not like Crackle, because it'll just be the same thing. I hope she doesn't have a front running leg type. If she doesn't have a front running leg type, if she can be a closer, then I can work with her. I can work with her temper. She'll be easier to work with at the back. But 1-star Calm, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried that Desert Diver and Aunt B have just given us another little Crackle Thunder. So much potential, but just so much temper. You know what I mean? I hope not. Lucky Runner, beautiful gray. Got another gray going, finally. From It's a Ghost and Suave Buster. It's a Ghost didn't do anything special. He certainly, I think, underachieved in comparison to Sedate Ruler, 100%. But he still had pretty good stats, like across the board. And he did okay. His classification and rank weren't terrible, considering I thought he underachieved quite a bit. The game gave him a much higher rating than I think they should have, so I was like, okay. So breeding him with Suave, for this colt could actually be really strong. Because, like I said, I have confidence in Suave. I think she works. And it's a ghost as a sire. I mean, I'm hoping he can be better than Sedate Ruler for the most part. Like, maybe It's a Ghost just needs a stronger broodmare. Maybe that was the case for Sedate Ruler. I felt like Sedate Ruler was always the strongest of my broodmares. Maybe he would have worked better with a stronger broodmare. Maybe those foals could have turned out more consistent and successful for me. So maybe It's a Ghost, who I think achieved less than Suave Buster. Maybe this colt could be the good mix of those two. I sincerely hope. Well, that is the HRG Stables Ranch breakdown. Let's go ahead and go back trackside. First half classifications. Flying Cowboy's up there. He's 128. 5 off of Cutting Crystal. Not terrible. I mean, he's had a great year. I just had to do bad races with him, but that's not terrible. And then that's about it. Laughing Hawk is up there for about every little thing, as always. Let's do a quick save, and then, like I said, get back to racing. So yeah, I think we're moving in a much better direction. I've changed my mindset with breeding, so. Yeah, Recal's Gold and Suave Buster actually could be really nice. With those stats, really, really, really strong, powerful horse with a good temper. That could be quite spicy, but like in the good way. Not in like the Ant B, like a can't control her type of way. Or Crackle Thunder, can't control her type of way. I felt from the beginning he would kind of be the opposite of King B. I never really expected him to run the same. In his first race, I felt so much just anguish already. I'm like, oh gosh. This is not going to be like the King B journey. So his tack fits him. Kind of that dark green, like Green Goblin type of like Green Arrow, like esque vibe. For anybody that knows about the the DC comic stuff, like, that fits Crackle Thunder. He's just a little, like, he's unpredictable, temper, you never know. Flying Cowboy is expected to finish second here today. Who's the favorite? Unique Melody? NGO's on that horse? Ugh. Okay. Cowboy doesn't have... Okay, his heart is not great. I probably should be running him a little bit closer towards the front. If he had a higher heart rating, then I think he'd be able to drive a lot more aggressively from the back of the field. But I've noticed in some races, we're not quite catching up until a little bit later when the other horses are tiring out. That seems... Maybe that's why stretch burst is happening. Because his heart rating is only 57. So he needs a little bit of extra encouragement to really kick up that extra gear. And usually that happens once the other horses are starting to tire down. Not even that he's getting faster. They're just starting to just gas out. So if I run him closer towards the front, that should put us in a better position to not have to fight so hard. You know, if he wins one, like, if he can win battles, he seems to get a little bit stronger, right? So if we can win him, you know, a couple of head-to-heads as we get further up the line, that could help put him in the right direction. Like, I think this is perfect for him right now. I'm going to move him off the rough just in case. Like, some horses are okay with it when they shouldn't be, and some horses aren't and they should. Like, I never know. Okay. Revolution, no revolution. Okay, come on, Cowboy, man. Now, we're much closer towards the front in this G1. Now, the 11 is gone. He's still fighting good. Stretch burst could happen, but that 11 has a lot of stamina. I don't know if we were going to catch that horse. He's pushing strong. Holy cow. Nope. We didn't get there in time. That's a heck of an effort. That's a really good effort from Flying Cowboy. It's still a good finish. It's not a win, but that's close, man. That's close. Unique Melody. Hats off. Hats off. Be on the spurt. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Like I said, he does only have a 57 heart rating, so that's the downside sometimes. But he gets, those are points for the GWS, so him and Irish Fleet, they're up there. 6 points, chasing Shuggy Oogie and Unique Melody for the turf. And Irish Fleet, or actually for the sprint, that is. They're both up here for the sprint, but only Irish Fleet is up here for the turf. So, we have a chance. Laughing Hawk, I think, is going to be harder to catch. Shuggy Oogie and Unique Melody, maybe. They could also be tough. Okay, well, Blues, you're good to go. Irish. Wait, did I already put you in a race? Oh, super, right. Ray Aquarius. When are you racing? September? Ah, she's just Zodiac Queen. My gosh. I don't even want to race with her anymore. I want Flying Cowboy in a G2? I mean, we're finishing well in these grade 1s. I know we're not winning them, but I want to get him more grade 1s, but we're racing him in the tougher ones, and we're close, but he's just not quite pulling away. And he has, so all of his stats are finally unlocked, as far as his, yeah, like, I mean, well, they've been unlocked for a while, right? I mean, he's not, like, those 60s and 50s, they're kind of in bad spots. Stamina being at 69, that's not great right now for this level. Heart being at 57 is also not great at this level. And then toughness at 65. All of those need to be higher in the 70s and the 80s. And the stats that could be lower could be something like feel, braking. Those aren't necessary to be high for you to win a lot of G1 races. But the toughness and heart being down along with the stamina. Where are you from? Tiger and Suave? Okay. So there's a stamina glitch there that I don't want. So I know that going forward. Good abilities, but we're just struggling to win those internationals. Can you run in the Sprinters Cup? No. No, 7 furlongs. I mean, I'm going to put you in the Sprinters Cup, actually. I want to get you some grade 1s, bro. You little guy, you little dude. You're fast, no doubt. You get out great, but you have your temper. Your temper. You're just easily agitated out there, just out on the track. It's difficult, man. It's really difficult. Last Pegasus. I need to find that horse. New York Oaks? Nobody. Yeah, I'm gonna do this every week from now on. Until Last Pegasus pops back up. I really want that horse. But our yearlings are here. 2 fillies chasing hearts. Oh gosh, who are you from? Arctic Crop and Suave. Okay, so Suave was a much better broodmare than Night Breeze. Maybe this will be better for Arctic Crop, I hope. How much? Okay, 122k? Our stats aren't like... Okay. What's her leg type gonna be? Front runner? No, Proceeder. Grade 2. Turf horse? Can't remember, to be honest with you. And, oh, Vivid Legends here. Oh, gosh, I don't have the points for them. What are your stats in this game? Sustained growth type. So, okay, the response is as good as it always is. The heart, yeah, okay. So, pretty much the same as he is in 2003. But bears. I don't want to bring bears over in this series. I wouldn't dare. Alright, Fiery Dancer. We're going to snatch you up. You are from Sedate Ruler and Ant B. Sedate Ruler? Really? I thought we were, like, done with that line a year ago. Of, like, foals still coming out. Sedate Ruler and Ant B. This is King B's parents. No, Desert Diver and King B. I mean, Desert Diver and Ant B are King B's parents. Sedate Ruler and Ant B. I swear we got a good horse from them. With somebody else. I can't remember who. Who was it? Okay, Fiery Dancer. She could be good, really. Proceeder a front runner for sure, but she could be solid, I hope. Of course I'm the main jockey. This is my horse. What do you mean? This is our horse. What are you talking about? You can be the main jockey. Like, we are. This is our horse. They won her in the Young Crown Cup first time. Really? Can I, like, try her out before? At least? I mean, yeah, let's just run her in a... Let's just do what we always do. Nice little soft grade or open 6 furlong. Like, just need to see what she's capable of, at least. I'm sure that's probably a good race for her, maybe at this level. Alright, so we got a lot going on now. I think I can manage. I mean, I pretty much know where everybody needs to be. So, Flying Cowboy... We're just dropping him out of the GWS for the time being. Free Aquarius, I'm just whatever with you. I know you're just going to be like your sister. Flying Cowboy moves up to S. Really? Yeah, I mean, I guess. Like I said, he's good across the board except for those other stats. Okay, S rank Flying Cowboy. Well, that's what I mean. We got to start winning grade 1. So that means at the normal level, then it's at the normal level, realistically. A title is a title, however we get it. You know? I know bigger races help, but, like, titles are titles. Which is just more important. This is Irish Fleet. She's still doing pretty well. Is she about to peak? No, she's... Okay, so, I mean, she is on the peak, on the decline. We could retire her now, but no, she's still finishing strong. She's still in the fight for the GWF Sprint and the Turf. And the Blues, I'd, like... Okay, we're still chasing some internationals with you because I feel like we're getting close. Everybody's ready to go. Do we have tack for you? I don't think we do we? You know what, to be honest, I'm going to see what these girls are even made of. I think Blue suggested that. I like that idea, bro. Like, a horse is kind of got to earn its stripes, right? In some essence. Instead of just giving them this crazy, you know... sweet tack and like they turn out to just be a total dud. Like, yeah, I kind of like that. Like, if we can win with our horse pretty early on, at least if we know what their growth type is, that proves something. But if they're going to be a late developing horse, obviously we'd have to be more mindful. But yeah, I kind of like to just, let's see what this horse is even capable of. Let's see if this horse is going to even stick around for one, because the game can just take these horses away from us off of one minor results. We, you know, Gold finished second, we finished third, like I always mention. Yeah, you know what? Earn your stripes. The Fiery Dancer, this is Sedate Ruler in that B. It's got to be a Procedure up front runner. I know automatically to send her closer towards the front. Most of Sedate Ruler's foals always want to be in the front. Usually they want to lead. I'm just going to send her to the front and just settle her there. If she goes for the lead and there's no pressure, that's fine. If not, I'm not going to fight with her. She gets out really well. So good braking. That's good to know. I didn't even get like that perfect of a start. She launched from the gate. Holy heckins. Okay. I'm going to keep her here. I don't want to run her on the rough. I want nothing to do with that stuff over there. I don't think she does either. 07. That's fine. I mean, we're supposed to finish in 12th in this race, so let's just see how she handles it. That's the peak of stamina, so that's going to be low from the start. Sedate Ruler didn't have bad stamina. I hope she doesn't... She might be a late growth type. Because Sedate Ruler didn't peak until really late, right? Much later. Well, Fiery Dancer, you're not... I mean, she's not dropping completely behind. She's still in there. She's still in the fight. Oh, Stretch Burst. Not bad. For a horse that's supposed to finish 12th, she almost gets in the top 5. Okay. 7th. Not bad. We don't even know what her distance is. 6 furlongs is probably not it. Maybe from Ant B, but Sedate Ruler, no way. S on the spur. Okay, so position was A. So front. I'm thinking she wants to be leading. I just don't want to do that. Good thing we avoided the rough. Feel has been good. Spurt was S. Yeah, she was. I'm sure she's really like Sedate Ruler. With Ant B speed, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So I'm going to try that out in her next race. Yeah, I'm getting Ant B speed with a Sedate Ruler leg type from her. which could be dangerous because, you know, Sedate Ruler was easy to win with. We won a lot with him. He didn't work out as well as a sire, but that's him as a sire. His daughter as a broodmare could be freaking amazing. So Fiery Dancer. Any stats unlocked? Temper? Oh, you're spicy like your mother, my gosh. We know for sure. Birds chirping. It's actually, dusk. So stretch burst up, obviously, that's good. Rough track, okay. Alright, she can handle the rough track. So me intentionally keeping her off allowed us to figure out that she actually is okay on it. It never happens that quick, but I'm not even complaining. It's always some trial and tribulation to figure that out. Spicy. Okay, so she has the temperament of her mother, but I feel like she's her father's like type. I get it. My gosh, you want to race. I understand. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the light type is going to be Sedate Ruler and the, let's give her a little bit of a layoff in between. A grade 3? Well, her stamina's not that great. I should stick her to open still. I'll run her in 8 furlongs and another open. But, like I said, I'm definitely getting, yeah, Sedate Ruler leg type vibes, Ant B speed, and temper, apparently. So, hopefully that shouldn't be awful. I hope her temper would not mess with us. Like, Aunt B had a temper, and she could be temperamental in some races, but we still did really well with her, right? We still won a lot of G1s with her. So, like, it's doable, but it's because Aunt B is such a great horse that she makes it work. If her daughter's the same way, I wouldn't be mad about that. I feel like I could work with that. We could do pretty well. We were supposed to finish 12th in that race. She finished 7th. Almost finished in the top 5 if that race is a little longer. So that's good. Chasing Hearts. This is our other filly. She's up in a grade 3 here in Cincinnati for her first race. Vivid Legend is in the field. Ironically, the horse I said I wanted is the game listening to me. Horse I said I wanted, and he's running with us, but he's also 2 years old now. Oh dear. This is a horse we're going to have to worry about over the next couple of years. His later growth type. We have to have horses capable of competing with him because we're going to be running on the turf. And he's a pretty freaking special. I mean, he's a good horse. He wins Horse of the Year in my playthroughs pretty often. So the fact that he's 2 now and not like 5 or 6. Like, if he was 5 or 6 now, that'd be perfect because we don't still have like the best of our horses yet. We're getting there. Next year for sure, and then, well, technically next year's breeding. The year after that, our 2-year-olds will be on track. Those 2 should be pretty good. But like, Vivid Legend is going to be a problem down the road. Ay. You would have to be 2 right now. Why can't you be 5 or 6, bro? Why are you 2? Why are you 2? Well, by the time he hits his peak, I mean, if I don't have a horse capable of beating him by that point, I have completely failed. So we have time. I'm being dramatic. Chasing Hearts. We're gonna get you going. Top 5 goal. Okay. So Arctic Crop and Swap Buster. I always forget his leg type. I have no idea why. I know he didn't need to be in the front. Was he Proceeder? I feel like he was Proceeder or Closer. Suave, I remember nothing about racing with her. That's so weird. Like, I know we were fine with her. I can't remember a single thing about racing with her. It's just like it never happened, but clearly it did. I don't understand. So, I'm gonna settle her in the middle of the field. It can't hurt, right? Depending on how she breaks. If she breaks really hot, she stays at the front. I prefer not to keep her there, but maybe. But if she doesn't break well, I'm just going to settle her into the middle of the pack. So not a perfect start. I mean, she braced the same as everybody else. She didn't have like any launch, but that wasn't a perfect start. So I'm gonna settle her down just a little bit more. I just want to see how this goes. It's a grade 3. Top 4 goal in a grade 3 though. That's not terrible from the start. I mean, I don't. Yeah, Chasing Hearts. I mean, Arctic Crop and Swab Buster. I don't know if she's a grade 1. I think Fiery Dancer is going to be a grade 1 horse. I mean, I think she is for sure. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Relax, relax, relax. We're going to get through. If this horse would actually move, maybe. But no, not moving, and now we bump. My bad. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Okay, you're good. That could have ruined our race. Ah, no, get out. I keep moving too much, and I can't control it. Our race is ruined. She gets these abilities, but it's too late. Just blockage, really. And, like, my D-pads are still bad, so I can't maneuver. Oh, Chasing Hearts. I'm sorry. Really out of my control. Like, usually the horses move at that point in the stretch, at least on those type of tracks. They just stayed there that time, of course. So we couldn't even get going. My gosh. Why did the AI live to punish me in these games with their annoying, obnoxious, we don't even see you type of blocking? Free Aquarius moves up to A, or she always been A? Speed is hitting 80. She's getting faster. Her stam is... blah. I like her abilities, but I don't want to use her realistically for breeding. Alright, so I think we're good to go. Ugh. My gosh. My gosh, my gosh. Well, I'm gonna have to change my playing style until I get a new controller because, like, I can't move in this game. The movements are too like jab jab stutter step type. It's not like really fluid, so I can't do it. Actually, specified 7th. Well, who's in this field? Is anybody in the GWS here? Unique Melody, expected to finish 5th. Shuggy Yogi 2. Oh gosh, tough field. So all the GWS big dogs are here, basically. I think she's on the decline for... Oh yeah, she definitely is. I'd say furlongs though. She's got 73 stamina. I mean, I have to really manage stamina with her as best as I can. That'll keep her really strong out in front. But, yeah. It is what it is. I gotta get better horses for sure. I gotta get the horses I'm comfortable with. Last Pegasus I like. I want to keep looking for him. That's a horse I think I can do very well with. Horse I think I can do very well with. Perfect start almost here for Irish Fleet. We need that inside draw, and the cruel joke. They give me inside draws on races like this where really your positioning doesn't matter. It's seriously a sick joke. This game does live to like torment me. I think I get tormented more than you guys realize. There's just these unlucky things I have to deal with. Like, I get inside draws on a track like this where it doesn't even freaking matter, and then on tracks where like turns and position is super crucial, they're giving me 14. They would give me 21 if it existed. Even if there were only 14 horses in the race, they would still put me in stall 21. And then there would be like 6 spaces between me, 6 and 7 spaces between me and the rest of the other stalls. This game just lives to torment me in such just cruel ways. It really does. Come on, Fleet, let's go. Let's go. Who is that? Somebody's launching past us. Did we start too soon? We may have. I keep forgetting. Can't start her too late, man. She does not do well. She's called it a day. And that's on me. It's my bad, Fleet. That was going to be a hard race either way, but yeah. We just need to hit 7th, but I messed that up completely. It's going to be a bad race, and... Oh, yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. That's my fault, I suppose. I definitely started her late. I just wish, yeah, I wish she wasn't a front runner, man. If I could just run her as like a preceder or a closer, that would change the game. I don't work well with every horse as a front runner. They have to run a certain way. So 8 ruler types are like my type of front running horse. If they don't run like that, I just don't like to run with them, and like we don't work. But Blues is up in this grade 2 again. Rosie Love's the favorite. '90 speed. Is he still been? Did he just hit this, or has he always been in the 90s? I mean, he's got good stats. Close race, okay. He's not terrible for breeding. I don't like the stamina, but the speed and the heart, the feel, response, those are pretty solid. With close race, okay. You combine that with a couple other abilities. Like if you had stretch, burst, and grit with that type of ability, that's like a boom, boom, boom type of like revolution effect. I'm thinking about that when it comes to breeding as well. That's why I really bred a lot with Arctic Crop. I wanted those abilities carried through, even if the horses weren't great, because I figure at some point if we have a really, really strong horse, breed that with the horse with those good stats, we can work with it. It's worked for me in the other series. I just haven't gotten to doing it in this game yet, you know? So Arctic Crop, I mean, he was useful for that. I got a lot of those abilities and a lot of horses, so that's gonna be good just to have around. Like stretch burst, last corner leader, spurt. I think those are all good abilities to have in the stretch. Those are all really good, easy abilities to have and use for your horses in the stretch. So even though his foals, his offspring have not turned out to be like champions, those good abilities are going to carry through the bloodline once we get to better like broodmares and sires, which is, I mean, we're almost there, really. Those abilities are good to have. Like, realistically, if I bred Western Tiger with Free Aquarius, or, yeah, Western Tiger with Free Aquarius, because she has the abilities from Arctic Crop, that could be a good racehorse. Even though Free Aquarius didn't amount to much, but Western Tiger's stats would certainly help, and then she has those great abilities. I'm thinking about that. I think that would work. It has worked for me. Okay, Blues, let's go, brother. Okay, we got a good run here. Got a really good run with Blues Breeze. Really good run. Oh, Blues, let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's dig in, dude. Oh, yeah. Blues is rolling, people. Blues Breeze is rolling. Now, that's close race okay. I like that ability, Blue. Blue is like, how dare you discuss saying I'm not worthy of potentially being a sire, because that's a good ability to have, and it helps him keep the edge and to stay strong in the closing moments of a race. Well, Blue, we finally got you your first grade 1, and it's an international. I had faith in Blue. That's why I stuck him in that race. I'm sure some people were watching, oh, you're not going to do it with Blue. Just give me time. We got it. Finally. We finally got it. Irish Fleet, sorry about that, but Blues Breeze, finally we nail it. So, this GWS is going, I mean, we're still close. We're one race away from being at the front again. Oh, that race put Blues in first place. Let's freaking go. So, Irish Fleet and Flying Cowboy, either one of them could try to challenge here. I may still try with Irish Fleet. Just because. Flying Cowboy, I think I'm going to stick him to just regular grade 1s. But Blues Breeze, big time win there. Big time win for the GWS for him as well. So Blue, my boy, good stuff. Yeah, Blues is pretty nice, man. I mean, he's basic as far as just one ability, but that's a great ability to have like that in the stretch. That totally closes out a race for you. So he finally gets his first grade 1 win, and like I said, first and seconds in most of his races. So very consistent as he should be. Like, we haven't lost with him a whole lot, is my point. So let's get him in another GWS. Let's see what's available. August. No, you're not gonna be ready. Paris Mile, that would be a great one, but him in the green, I don't want to take the chance. Let's be a little bit more patient. Next one will be September the 1st in France, which is the Paris. Can't do that. The 4th. Oops, not too far. London Mile. Okay, London Mile. That could be perfect. 8 furlongs. I mean, I think Blue is feeling good. I think Blue is feeling good. He's literally at his prime right now. So, yeah, we should be able to start nailing these. Hopefully. Fleet. Oh. You're definitely on the decline, my darling. 4 G1s, though. Yeah, she's... I feel like we've lost a couple with her. Granted, that last one with her that was a really bad race on my behalf, so it's my fault. But we've been in some tough G1s with her. Like, we haven't had easy fields at all. We've had some really tough fields. Ironically, I just think if she was a little bit stronger, we would be winning these. You know, if this is a Scotch Dancer or a Perfect Partner, I'm winning these races without hesitation. Irish Fleet, she's good, but she's still only S ranked. Like, those to me are like double S horses. So that's the difference. So she's really, really strong, clearly. 4 G1s. In terms of like really achieving more, she's not quite at that point. But Paris Mile, I mean, she's still in the fight. I might as well. Like, I know she's on the decline, but if I can run her right and get her, I'm getting her going late. I just gotta get her out in front. Just make sure I don't run her too hard. But yeah, Blue is in his prime right now, so finally. Like, I realized I had to keep him much closer towards the front. I wasn't paying attention to his heart rating in the previous 8 races I ran with him. That's probably why I lost several G1s I shouldn't have. Now I know to pay attention to that heart rating, and I know to keep him further ahead, at least being closer to the leaders. Then he can dig in with that close race okay ability, and we can pull ahead if he hasn't already. I figured it out now, but I didn't previously. So Chasing Heart, she's up again, and she's the favorite. So she's the front runner, right? Winner goal? My gosh, 75 heart. Okay. Stretch Burst Grit. This is a Arctic Crop. Okay, Arctic Crop Suave Buster. What was the position? I forgot. Slow Track. Okay. She's got a lot of abilities. That's why I keep them around. I hope she can turn out to be good for us. I forgot how I ran her last time. I feel like I ran her towards the front and she tired out a little bit more. So maybe I need to run her 75 hard. She should be able to dig in pretty well from the back. I'm going to hold her back a little bit. Perfect start. I'm just going to hold her back. Hold up. We're doing something different here today. 75 hard. I mean, that means she can dig in pretty well throughout most of the race, and she's not going to be discouraged quite often. So if we get her going at the right time, she should be able to knock off a couple of horses in the stretch. Like, she has enough heart for that. At least we know that. So 7, yep. She might be a closer. She's a closer. We're gonna work really well. If she's a closer, we're gonna work really well. I know that for sure. If she was a front runner, it could be hit or miss. But if she's a real closer, we could work really well. I'm not even kidding you. Well, we're supposed to win this race anyways. So who am I kidding? Okay, we're still good. She's still good. Not even running that hard. Now we can go. Last corner leader. Very nice. So that's her last ability. Hold on, chasing. Come on now. Hold off. Hold off. Okay, she's just going to hold on for her first win. Alright, that was tough, but she held on. We should get good evals so we can figure out some positions, some ratings as well. Alright, she gets her first win. You guys got to think about it. I usually don't get wins on my fillies like early, because we usually lose them early. Not this early, but sometimes we have. Sometimes I've lost a filly after 2 races. You know, like Pink Gemstone. Pink Gemstone was solid. Like, we were doing well with her, but a win? I don't know if we were winning with her that early. I thought Pink took some time to develop. Chasing Hearts. Psh, nice win. Nice open win, finally. Position C. So she's not a closer. Best speed, start, dash, and fast spurt. Feel is double S. She was comfortable, but that wasn't her good position. Okay. And the spurt was double S. We timed that perfectly. C tells me she wants to be closer towards the front, which I figured. I don't think she's a front runner. I don't think she wants to be leading. I generally think she's a proceeder, but I would rather run her like that, honestly. I would much rather run her like that. I can work with that. You know? But if they want me to run her closer towards the front, since she has 75 heart, we can start her spurt a little bit later. She shouldn't be discouraged. She could still probably stay pretty strong. So she moves to D rank. Okay, we'll take it. I'm gonna wrap up this episode here soon. 59 stamina. Those are good abilities to have, guys. That's why maybe that's why I kept breeding. I just wanted to have as many foals with those stats as possible. I could have been thinking smart on that one, because like we just need to get these stats into a good mix with a really strong sire, and it's a freaking rep. These abilities are going to carry us a long, long way. Last corner leader, stretch burst, and grit. You overtake the horses around turn 4, you get last corner leader. You dig in, you could still hit stretch burst or grit at some point. Grit probably more often than not. You're getting 2 boosts. That's going to help you out a lot if you have decent stamina to carry you through. So 77 on heart. She's going to be really strong. Oh, and there's her like type right there. She is a proceeder. So I keep her at a really even pace near the front. Make sure she's not running too hard as long as she's still near the front. Time her spurt a little bit later. She's got 77 heart. She's going to dig in with those abilities as well. Which means, really, I need to get her ahead of the rest of the field. By the time we're hitting turn 4, last corner leader will activate every time. Yeah. We can win with her a lot. I would still prefer to try to save a little bit more stamina and ground with her, but she feels like a good filly I can actually work with, so tack? Let's see if we can make it 2 for 2. 2 for 2, I would say, is worthy attack. Even if it's just opens, but we usually, with our fillies, because we've struggled so much, we don't usually win our opens that often. Not really. Not with one filly. Wait, I'm still looking for Last Pegasus. Are you here, bro? Don't avoid me, Last Pegasus. Oh my gosh, who are we racing with? No, that horse is in the field. Cutting Crystal, Wonder Whale. Oh my gosh. This is what I mean. You guys might think I'm crazy. This is what I mean. They're feeding me an Irish Fleet to the freaking wolves of Gallop Racer. Cutting Crystal and Wonder Whale. My gosh. Both of these horses in this Paris Mile Cup with an Irish Fleet. If this is a Scotch Dancer or a Perfect Partner, I'm not worried as much. I thought those horses that at least I ran with in 03 were good enough to compete with the Cutting Crystal and the Wonder Whales. Irish Fleet is S ranked. She's not Wonder Whale, not Cutting Crystal. We're gonna have to run a perfect race with her. Gosh, the game is just feeding me to the wolves. Laughing Hawk, if I could snatch you up, bro, I totally would. I'm not even gonna lie. You are my arch nemesis right now in the GWS, but if I could snatch you up, if you were available and I had the points, Well, you best believe. And that's the thing. We need more points, too. We need to start... Yeah, we need more points. We need to start running a more ideal races. Titles are important, but, like... I mean, we don't have any foals coming next year, fortunately, so we don't have to buy a foal next season. But the year after that, we'll have 2 foals coming, which... The Western Tiger and... Which one? Should be pretty strong. Western Tiger and Lee's Gold should be pretty strong. That foal will probably cost over 100k, so... We're going to need to eventually start shifting our focus to easier grade 1s, because these grade 1s pay diddly squat. They're good for your horse's, I guess, record and title, but if you still need money at some point, which I do, I don't know what I did with my money prior to now shifting my focus, but that's neither here nor there. We need money. These races don't offer money. They're status races. The money is really in the grade 2s. The grade 2s pay like 11k sometimes. The only big grade 1s that really pay out are like the really, really, really big grade 1s. Now, if you have horses at that point, fine. But like everybody in the game is not at that point. I'm certainly not at that point. We still have a long way to go. So, freaking... Yeah, like, these races eventually, once we kind of get over this phase of, like, the GWS stuff, like, I'm going to have to shift to, like, the easier grade 1s and grade 2s. We're going to need money. Because, I mean, as far as a title, we don't need to run in these international grade 1s for a title. There's more available, clearly. It gives you more chances, but, like, we don't have to. We could win grade 1s, probably running in the normals, and still win titles. I've done that on horses, so... Like, I know these races are really good to win for, like, the GWS and then just for the overall status, but the money is garbage. I'm kind of getting over it. Cutting Crystal's the favorite and Wonderwell is the second favorite. Like, we're expected to finish 6th out of 10th, and we're catching Wonderwell and Cutting Crystal. My fleet's on the decline anyway, so... Title... I could still try for a title, but it depends. I mean, no more international grade 1s after this. If she doesn't really win this today... Depending on how she finishes, she's still in the GWS fight, which I will try, because who knows, if she wins, we're right there, but we have to win. If she doesn't win, I don't think we're going to win it with her. Just wrong timing, really. If this was happening like half a year earlier, she would be right in the fight. I firmly believe that. I think we would have a chance, because we've done pretty well with her. But she's on the decline now, so... She's going to need to win this race. If she doesn't, then I'm probably pulling her out of the GWS. Like with Flying Cowboy, like, these horses aren't at that level, in my opinion. You know what I mean? They're running fast, bro. Wonder Whale, you're a freaking maniac. This horse just... Gosh, he feels like Secretariat to me. Clearly not that horse, but... just runs at such a hot pace, and like I cannot try to compete with this, man, with Irish Fleet. She's mad, I know, but like, you're not Wonder Whale, Irish Fleet. My goodness, you are not Wonder Whale. She's mad at me for trying to save her. Like, you're not Wonder Whale. We can't run with that pace. I know you're supposed to be leading, but you're running with Wonder Whale. Today it's not gonna work, baby. It's not gonna work. Does she just get smoked? Is that what happens? Or does she fight back? Does she just get smoked? She has so much stamina left. I guess I have to get her going way sooner. Because, yeah, we got completely left in the dust. Yeah. Well, my bad, Fleet. Darn. Yeah, these races... they're a little bit too tough. I'm not helping her, but like... It's more difficult. It's much more difficult. Because like I don't think she's capable of competing with Wonder Whale. Not really. So her having to run in the front and to run with Wonder Whale's pace, I feel like she's gonna gas herself out. We're still only at 6 points. I mean, we're not far off. Blues Breeze is still clearly in the hunt, but... yeah, I kind of want to shift my focus, because those races, I love this horse, but she's not a Wonder Whale. She's on the decline anyways. We can't have her in those races. I'm pulling her out of the GWS. I'm not doing it. We're going to have to shift focus. Try to get her maybe in a grade 1 that she can actually win. Like, even like a more non-Wonder Whale grade 1 would be better, but like these, like, I feel like these are still gonna be tough fields. Wonder Whale could be in this race for all I know. But we're running out of grade 1s. That's the only downside. There's way more available at the international level. King Cup Autumn? Well, Blues Breeze is still in the GWS hunt. He's literally at his prime, so I'm going to keep him hot. Yeah, I'm going to run you here, honestly. You're on the decline anyways. If we can try to give you 2 more G1s before we retire you. Because I don't want to keep running her much longer. That's probably what's best. So we still have a lot of racing left before the end of the year. 2 hours in. This will probably end the episode. We've done a lot of racing. Some good, some botches for sure. But I really need different horses. Like I still need to get that perfect horse that works for me. Like I feel like I figured out a formula in 2003. I know with Honeybee or Perfect Dart, like I know Vivid Legend and Honeybee, you know, give us something strong. Is giving us something strong. And Be a Legend, he's doing amazing on that series. If you guys haven't seen yet, if we're not there yet, you'll see he's doing amazing. So I need horses like that, and I feel like we're still, because I've kind of done such a weird concoction of a breeding formula prior to my more recent weeks or months of mindset changing. Now I know what direction I want to go to get the ideal horse I want to start building on real success. A lot of these horses, they're not quite there. Not too much. Now, Crackle Thunder, he has a bad temper, so he's squashed, really. If I lose him, it is what it is. I can't, he's not King Bee. He's a little frustrating to work with. Chasing Hearts, I feel like we could do well with. Fiery Dancer. Don't know her leg type, but we got a. She wants to be in the lead, like Sedate Ruler. So these two could be okay. As far as horses I could like to work with, as long as they're easy to work with. Crackle, he's a nutcase. Flying Cowboy. Yeah, Flying Cowboy. I mean, he's still finishing pretty consistently. I mean, he's S ranked. He should be winning these international G1s, should he not? 68 stamina. He's got pretty darn good stats. He really is a closer, though. I've been running him a little bit too hot at the front. I need to move him closer towards the front, but because he only has 57 heart, so I have to make sure he's close enough to strike, and then, you know, these abilities can come into hand. Last quarter leader as well. I've been forgetting that with him. So, okay, we'll adjust that. And Free Aquarius, I mean, she has grit. I like that she has that, but so is Chasing Hearts, and I feel much better with her already. But Free Aquarius, we'll see. I mean, yeah, realistically, I still haven't gotten that horse that, like, I feel like, okay, this is a horse that I can really just win a lot of grade 1s with. Flying Cowboy, maybe. We can get in better rhythm. But I still haven't gotten that perfect horse. Scotch Dancer. Oh, you came at the perfect time, my love. You came at the perfect time. Your stamina's not that great, but, you're at your prime. I'm just gonna see if I can race with you, because, I mean, you're already here. Oh, Kate, get out of the way. Are you kidding me? No. Kate, you know, I beat you that one year after you beat me, and then you just kind of fell off. Winner? I mean, I'm pretty familiar with the Scotch Dancer as a closer. So we're going to actually have this be the last race. We still have a lot of racing left. I'm actually kind of tired. It is pretty late, but it's like early, actually. I wasn't really even expecting to record 2004 tonight, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. We're making progress. I'm undoing a lot of the messy stuff, basically. Once I get through all of that, things are going to be pretty smooth sailing here, I'm pretty sure. I really just need a horse with, like I said, that Procedure-like type. Procedure or Closer. Preferably Procedure. Just to still stay at the front, but just be strong enough to pull through. Or just a Closer like Honeybee. I could very well do with that. I just don't have those yet. Like, they're front runners who are not like dominant front runners for the most part. Chasing Hearts could be, and so could Fiery Dancer now that I know her light type. Both of them could be relatively powerful front runners I could work with. But closers wise, like, you know, we don't have anybody. And I would still like somebody to have that. Well, Flying Cowboy is, but still working it out with him. His heart rating is kind of hurting him. So Scotch Dancer, I know what to do with you. Let's rock and roll. I never raced with her in this game, but I hope she races pretty similarly. I mean, she's literally here. If I lose, I lose. I shouldn't. I'm the winner. I'm supposed to be the winner, but you know, point is, well, it's really no pressure. Just because I was talking her up and then she literally pops up, it's like, okay, I suppose I have to actually race with her now because I just said it. Like, oh, if I had a horse like this, then I'd be winning these. And it's like, oh, here's Scotch Dancer. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Eric? What are you going to do? Are you going to win? Or are you going to lose? Are you going to be a winner? Or are you going to be a, you know, the other thing? So time shall tell. It's a long way to the finish line. 11 furlongs. And it's just gray, cloudy, depressing skies here. Yucky conditions to me for a grade 1. This should be a blue sunny day, not a gray cloudy day. I could care less that they're 5 miles ahead. If they want to run like blitzing whatever, they can do that. We will catch up. I know that's a long pace. It's fine. She's got a 7. I know Scotch Dancer. She is a serious closer. And there's still a long way to go. This is a very long race. Like, I have no interest. We have no interest in being near any of that. So that's why we're all the way back here. Scotch Dancer is smart. She doesn't want any part of that fast-paced nonsense up there. She really doesn't. We know when it's time to start getting closer and start reminding the field that we're on our way. But we certainly don't have to be there for more than half the race. Definitely not. No, I'm going to keep her here. I'm going to keep her here. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Yep. Just keep moving. You're moving good. You're moving good. You're moving good. He's moving good. She's moving really good. Okay, Scotch. Let's go. Let's go. Spurt. Let's go. Don't move in my way. Get out. Get out. Get out. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on, Scotch. Furlong and a half. Run him down. Run him down. Run him down. Run him down. Who is that at the front? Is that freaking Wonder Whale? The horse is not in this field, is it? It can't be. Too late. It's too late. Doggone. Could they have given me a top 2? My goodness. In my gap. Perfect Fleet. Perfect Fleet? Well, there's that. Yeah, there's that. Perfect Fleet, the 11th favorite, smokes us. Well, thank goodness Scotch Dancer wasn't my horse, right? We did lose 20K on that rendezvous. And we didn't win with Scotch Dancer. It was a little bit too far back for her. Well, this spooky, goobly goblin Scooby-Doo music just surely got me off my A game. That's for surely. Ha ha ha. But no, rough times, man. Rough times. I need different horses. I really do. I need different horses. I'm getting there. I need my King Bees. I need my, you know, Great Boleros, Pink Gemstones. I think the 2 newest fillies could potentially be those horses, but it's still early days. Flying Cowboy, I mean, we've won a lot of races with him, but I don't... His heart rating is starting to mess with me a little bit, just because, like, he doesn't... He needs to be much closer to win, closer head-to-heads to propel him forward. If he doesn't have a great heart rating, so he's not going to just dig through like some horses with S heart ratings will do. He's not that type of horse, despite his stats. Those type of little things matter, man. A horse with like a really bad temper, a horse with not great heart, a horse with really bad stamina, you know what I mean? A horse with a really, really slow and low response rate. Those horses can really mess you up, even if their other stats are great. You know, it's kind of the benefit. You're kind of trying to get the squeeze and the juice kind of thing with a horse like that. Like, they're a little bit challenging to work with. I don't inherently think many people like to play this game by just riding like the most challenging horses. Like, I think we all like to play with horses that are pretty easy to ride with, right? You know, if they get a little bit over anxious at every couple of races, you're not going to be upset about that. But if it's happening every race, like, you don't really want to work with a racehorse like that. You don't want to play this game with a horse like that. You know what I mean? I just kind of feel like I just need more horses that aren't like that. I feel like we're slowly getting there. Turner, I don't care about Wonderful. Are you joking? Turner's a troll, isn't he? Turner's a freaking troll. Why does he hate my guts so much? I just don't want his horses. That's it. Because he rarely ever sends me good horses. That's all it is with Turner. I'm just, you know, and then he's just always chiming in, like, if I have a bad race, oh, so you can't win. And then if I win a race on a favorite, he's like, oh, so you can only win on favorites. And then when I win a race on a horse that's not a favorite, he's like, oh, so you only run favorites. And I'm like, we weren't the favorite. Like, he's just kind of a troll. He just wants to mess with me all the time. Like, bro, leave me alone, man. 9 power, 14 tempered horse, D ranked. On its decline. He's literally saying this is a horse I should ride. I feel so disrespected right now. So disrespected. Like, has it been the greatest year? No, but like, we're rebuilding still. Like, we're changing philosophy and direction. So we're gonna have to get through this. We always get through this. I've gotten through this in Gallop Racer 3. I've gotten through this in Gallop Racer 2003. This game, but just haven't broken through that yet. Especially because, like, a lot of our really good broodmares and sires from the past are now gone. We are at that rebuilding phase. Because even their offspring are kind of gone too. And we've lost a couple of fillies and a couple of colts here and there. Because we just haven't gotten that really good mix. Breeding is a lot more challenging to me in this game than the others. I feel like the other games it's easier to figure it out. But this one, for me at least, I feel like it's a little bit more challenging. And naturally, using better horses would help. But he's sending me Last Crow. Like, 9 power and 14 temper. This horse has no strength. And this horse is an absolute mad cannon. This is like a mad small horse, really. No strength, no power. Well, it doesn't even have to be small. Just a horse with no power at all. And then a really bad temper. Where are we going to go with that? The temper is going to exhaust this horse because there's no power to help. And the stamina is 37, and it's on the decline. It's had 10 races on 1 showing, and it's probably the only money result it's had. Last Crow, Wonderful Crow. Are you kidding me, Turner? This is why I don't like you. You send me stupid stuff like that, and then say, ha ha ha, great horse, isn't it? Like, dude. If we were in a different game, we would have some serious problems, bro. I can't even kid you. If we were in a different game and not Gallop Racer, there would be problems in the gaming streets, for surely. I can promise you that. Because that's just disrespectful, man. Request. It's Park's horse, but like, it's not a good Park's horse at all. Like, my gosh. That's literally why I don't like Turner. He sends me stupid stuff like that. It's like rarely helpful for me. Maybe in other people's playthroughs he sends you guys good horses. He's always sending me garbage horses and saying, look at this great horse. He's trolling. Turner in my playthrough, for whatever reason, is a complete troll. Like, his AI is like programmed to troll logic. Literally. Stupid. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Like I said, we're rebuilding, so be patient. As always, it's taking a little bit longer, a little bit challenging. I've done a lot of experimentation in this game too. Like, I didn't do it as much in 2003. I caught on pretty quick to what I really wanted to do. I changed my philosophies quickly. Gallop Racer 3, I have a formula going. We just needed better horses. Once we got better horses, the formula kicked in immediately, and now that's our strongest horse racing series out of all the Gallop Racer series right now. It hasn't even taken that much. It hasn't even taken that long. This game, I did a ton of experiment breeding, and it really didn't work. Most of them didn't. The ones I did are the King Bees. Not really experimental, but because Desert Diver and A&B together, you would figure a good horse. Pink Gemstone type of stuff. You know, Great Bolero from back in the day. But, like, hasn't been a whole lot. Like, some of those came out to be gems from, like, not so great parents. Compared to, like, the greatest parents, I should say. They were great, but just not at that level. So, it hasn't worked that often. It's worked only a couple of times. But I've learned that now, which is fine. So now I can start getting the better horses and the smarter horses. But, you know, I need some money for one. I really do. Like, we need money. We definitely need money because I need to be in a position to eventually buy better horses in the market. Like, if I see a really good first-timer come through here, I need to have the money to purchase them. We need another broodmare. I mean, we have 2 fillies now that hopefully we can retire as broodmares. And hopefully they turn out to be strong. Strong enough to win several grade 1s. I hope. We haven't had a filly like that since Pink Gemstone. So, I'm hoping that'll be the case and we can build from them. But I need money to find somebody in here if they pop up. I'm not against that because, like I said, I'm rebuilding. So, we need new beautiful creatures to the sanctuary, so to speak. You know what I mean? So, I definitely need money. So these international grade 1s are eventually going to have to stop. Unless I know for sure I have a horse that's capable of making those wins happen. We're rebuilding. I don't know if we have horses capable of that despite their stats. So, I need to focus on money. Quickly. Like, after this GWS, Irish Fleet, we're going to be retiring her soon. Blues Breeze, he'll be done after this year. Cowboy, I think he'll still be in his prime. Yeah, Cowboy will probably still be in his prime. He could get better, which could help us win better international grade 1s with him. He's S ranked, so he could keep going. Because he is from Western Tiger and Suave Buster, so. Crackle, like I said, I'm kind of over Crackle. Whatever happens with him, it is what it is. I'm not going to put him in grade 1s. I'm sticking him to grade 2s and grade 3s exclusively. Chasing Hearts and Fiery Dancer, they both, I think, have potential to be grade 1 horses. Based off of their light types and I've run with them, I feel comfortable with both of them. Fiery Dancer, just got to make sure I get her to the front, keep her in the lead at a good pace. But, you know, like, we need better horses. Like, Blues Breeze is about to be gone. Irish Fleet is hit her prime. And Cowboy, he is S ranked, but like I said, he's a closer with not a great heart rating. That hurts. Honeybee was a closer with great speed and a great heart rating. That's why she was so amazing as a closer. Flying Cowboy is not that. That's why I'm not having the same success. Sometimes I have to break this down because, like, you guys have to consider, like, horses that work well for me in my playing style and horses that don't. He has good stats, but bad heart rating with a closer position. I know his leg type says I could run him closer towards the front. Maybe I should try. Like, I know I need to get him to be in first around the stretch for sure, but as far as where I'm running him during the pace of the race, sometimes the field is too spread out to run him in one place or another, and I don't like that. So, he's not like Honeybee with that heart rating where, regardless of where we are, and she was like a complete closer. She wanted to be in last, but the point is, speed, you know, plus really good heart rating allowed her to go to the front and not be thwarted by any threats when she was coming up the field. She kept wanting to get to the lead and to be ahead of the herd, so to speak. Flying Cowboy, he doesn't have that same heart and desire. He has a lot of potential, a lot of strength, clearly, a very good rating, good abilities, but that heart is not there. And it's a little bit tricky for me to get him to the front sometimes, depending on the pace of the race and just kind of where we are in the field and where the other horses are. You know what I mean? Sometimes he doesn't get to the front as quickly as I feel. You know what I mean? Some horses, they just get to the front very quickly and then Your spurt is pretty much a cakewalk from there. Cowboy, he doesn't have that same explosive, like, to the front type of speed. Not like a Crimson Arts or a, you know, Desert Diver or something like that. It's not quite the same. Or Western Tiger, maybe. You know, it's not quite that same explosiveness. Very good stats. But like I said, we're going to run him in easier grade 1s from now. Should be better to win. Not competitive fields. I mean, these horses, they have good stats, but they're not the Wonder Whales and the Cutting Crystals. I don't think anybody here is at that level. Blues Breeze is about the closest capable of keeping up with them. Honestly, if I run him right, Blues Breeze is the closest. I don't think Flying Cowboy is keeping up with Wonder Whale or Cutting Crystal. Not yet. If he's capable of it, I don't think it's there yet, even though he's S ranked, but that's just because of his parents and his stats. And I'm assuming he's probably going to be at his prime pretty soon, if he's not already getting there. But Wonder Whale, Cutting Crystal, I'm not sure. So, like I said, we are rebuilding, but I believe it's going to work out. But like I said, I'll do it. Appreciate you guys' love and support on the channel as always. But until next time, Horse Racing Gamer signing out. Hope you have a great fantastic day. I'll see you later, and goodbye.
Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.